Welcome to Play It Bogart on Twitch, where we play your favorite games from the 80s, the 90s, the aughts, and beyond. And now, introducing a guy who's not opening for himself right now, Play It Bogart.
Oh god, I have to get a Reddit account now. Ah, well. We all knew this had to happen at some point, I suppose. August 6th of 2019 sounds about as good a time as any. Alright, hello everyone. Good evening, and welcome to the continuing adventures of one Phoenix Wright and his attorneys in his adventures in the assorted attorneying of justices and alls and so on and so forth. Use the social medias to your advantage. Exactly. How's everyone doing? This is a new color, and I love the fucking shit out of it. This is nice. Oh. I wouldn't think I was going to love this so much right out the bat, and yet here we are. As I wave around the DS version of the game, which we are not playing, but Arbitrary is a good color. It's a very good color. How's everyone doing? I'm thinking for the next couple of weeks, we might actually not be doing streams on Monday or Tuesday. Rio's favorite awful TV show, Bachelor in Paradise, is on Mondays and Tuesdays, and it's an incredibly enjoyable shit show that occasionally features butts, so it does make for an enjoyable viewing experience with her together, so we might move some stuff around in the future. Hope everyone had a good rest of their weekend. Have a nice sip of water here before we begin the best case in the history of Ace Attorney ever. Absolutely the best case. I mean, you can take that guarantee to the bank. You guys, it's going to be a non-stop thrill ride from start to finish. And if you believe that, then there's just no helping you. I'm sorry. Man, I gotta say, this snakeskin blazer feels like it's gonna fall apart the minute I move my arm around, but damn it if it doesn't look good right out the bat. Alright, I'm just gonna change this. I'm just gonna cop out and switch this over to retro. And notice that all my friggin' tags are missing. And we'll get the show on the road here. Alright. Strap yourselves in, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. You're in for a ride.
In the city of Los Angeles, rising crime rates have resulted in the implementation of the bench trial system. In these trials, many defendants are represented by an ace attorney known as Phoenix Wright. These are his stories. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to the show. Prepare to witness a man who has mastered the wonder of flight. The world's greatest magician, the one, the only, Maximilian Galactica!
Silly me, I didn't time all that right. Now I gotta watch this stupid thing again. So just, don't you get out of the way. You, this thing. I gotta watch this thing again. That's worth some bits. Thank you for the 10 biddies there, Z. You know me, if nothing else, I'll give you an entertaining shit show. Alright. Kinda meant to have this part skipped, but I was too caught up in the spectacle of it all. Hello, Dorina Facade. Welcome to the stream. December 26th? Why, that's Boxing Day! You're not making me work on Boxing Day, are you? The hell? Oh, God. Wow, that was like living in a dream. I haven't even caught my breath yet. Yeah, that was amazing, wasn't it, Pearly? We're getting started early, folks. It was great. There was a dancing bear, and a tiger that jumped from through a ring of fire, an elephant who rode a giant bull, not to mention that guy who flew through the air. Yeah, that was Max Galactica. It was absolutely fabulous. What? Max? Max Galactica, the world's greatest magician. A magic-ician? No, a magician. Mr. Nick. What is it, Pearls? I finally get a line in here edgewise? Colonel, I've been body swapped with a 6-year-old kid. That's basically it. Does magic have anything to do with channeling spirits? I don't think it has anything to do with channeling. You don't know about magic, do you, Pearls? Sorry. You should be sorry. Can't believe I had explained this shit to a 6-year-old. I braved the winter cold and took Pearls to see the circus. It's been 6 months since the incident in Corain Village. It was during that terrible time that I met Pearls. Seems like she is starting to get back to normal after the whole her mother plotting to kill everyone and put her in charge thing. In wake of that, she's taking this remarkably well. It's time to go. You're right. We can't miss the last train. Pearls, you remembered the train. Of course I did. Excuse me, coming through. Hey, Mel, welcome to the stream. But I don't really understand what everyone means by express train. Well, Nick, see you later. And what? I'll come by to help clean the office. It's gotta be spotless for the new year. Don't worry about it. Really, I'll clean up all the porn myself. You're gonna visit Mr. Nick on New Year's? Thank you, Mel, thank you. Maybe. Maybe. I'm glad you will get to spend your New Year's with someone special. But Pearl, look, it's time to go. He and I aren't diddling. How old is she again? How old is Maya? I guess she's legal. Nice. I can't wait to see it. It's time to go. Happy New Year, Mr. Nick. Happy New Year. I really hope it will turn out that way. Spoiler alert, it won't. It never does. 9:12 a.m. 2 days later. Well, that wraps it up for this year. I hope I can finish cleaning this place up in one day. Hello, this is the Right and Go Lot. Nick, it's terrible! Maya, perfect timing. Things are terrible here too. Huh? The office is a terrible mess. That's a flashlight, not a phone. Thank you, Artifact, for what appears to have been 101 biddies. Thank you. The office is a terrible mess, and I have to clean it up. What are you talking about? My dirty office. What are you talking about? Listen, Nick, you have to turn on the TV. The TV? Now, let's check in at the scene. Huh? What happened? Thank you. We're here at the Very Big Circus. The Very Big Circus has become the center of a sensational murder. The scene has created quite a stir amongst the throngs of excited onlookers. The Very Big Circus? That's the circus we went to, right? Exactly, throngs and not thongs. Different thing. They're saying that there was a murder? Yeah, they arrested him too. Gotta remember to cut her cable around holidays on one-off. Arrested who? Max! They arrested Max Galactica! They did what now? No, throngs. Maximilian Galactica. Fans call him Max. a popular magician who can fly through the sky at will. Maya said she was a huge fan of Max. Alright, Nick, I'll see you in 2 hours at the detention center. Huh? What? What? See you there. You still got plenty of time to clean up your office later. What? Son of a bitch. I'm going back to work. Oh boy, here we go. What are they talking about? Why did they arrest Max? You're asking the wrong man on that one, Maya. Maybe he used his magical skills to deal death with a sleight of hand. Maximilian Galactica would never do such a thing. Oh. Wrong name tag. Fabulous! What the young lady has just said... I'll give him his voice. Fabulous! What the young lady has said was just absolutely fabulous. What a clever girl. Such a fabulous understanding of events. What's with all this fabulous talk? Welcome to the visitor's room. It's That's not Max talking. It's Max! Nick, look, it's the real Maximilian Galactica! Yes, for once Phoenix talks to Maya in here and it's not on the other side of the glass. Alright, sweetie, pick a card. Any card. He called me sweetie! Nick! Time's running out, sweetie. Hey, Nick Infante. Pick a card. Any card. This one! I thought you would pick that one, sweetie. The Ace of Hearts. He got it! He got it, Nick! Look, he got it! What can I say, sweetie? You've stolen one of my most valued possessions. One of Maximilian Galactica's hearts. Max. Oh. Well, time to make this an absolutely fabulous time. Max, you should let Nick pick a card! Let's not get that far ahead. I don't want to steal one of his hearts. And you are... Oh, how silly of me. You must be Sweetie's driver. Or driver? Whatever. Hurry up and pick a card. Any card. I want this one. So, Sweetie, let's be honest here. You came to this visitor's room to visit me, didn't you? Yes, I'm your biggest fan! Fabulous, absolutely fabulous. Thank you so much. Hey, what about my card? Think of it as a souvenir. Well, Nick, I think it's time to get to work. Yeah, none of that's gonna happen, sorry. What's the matter, Nick? Why are you looking at the ceiling? I was just thinking about what I should have for lunch. Sweetie, drop Porcupine Head over there. Shower me with your attention, okay? Yes! Absolutely fabulous! Absolutely cringe-inducing. So, I'm just gonna go ahead and assume you need to see, this thing. What is that badge? Is it used in a disappearing act? I'm not a magician, Max. I'm an attorney. An attorney? Then why are you wasting your time talking to me? He isn't wasting his time, Max. You're... Okay, relax, sweetie. When did Penn and Teller shop? Good question. A little bit later. You're just a little over-anxious, I think. So, seriously though, what the fuck? Max, I was hoping you could tell me a little bit more about yourself. Fabulous! I think we should get to know each other better, too. Why don't you come sit next to me? Oh, Lord. There's a big piece of security glass between us. Oh, sweet Jeebus, what in the world? If only I could use magic, then I could make this wall disappear. What is this guy talking about? Anyway, lately you've become awfully famous, haven't you, Max? That's Maximilian to you, Porcupine Head, get it straight. Jeez, people nowadays, they got their panties all in a bunch over nothing! Anyway, Maximilian, you won a very prestigious award recently, did you not? I did indeed. It was fabulous. I won the Magician's Grand Prix held by the Association of International Magicians. It's an award that recognizes that I am the most fabulous of the fabulous world magicians. There was a trophy and a bust. It was fab. I mean, it was an amazing day. Wow, that's incredible! Isn't it? I'm certified with the greatest magician in the world. I'm gonna guess he didn't win a trophy for most modest magician. Okay, the air horn is not on here, but fuck it.
Now you wanna get nuts? Come on, let's get nuts.
Yes, we have to save this guy. You're signed to an exclusive contract with the Very Big Circus, correct? That's the long and short of it. You should do your research, sweetie. I'm impressed. You just can't watch a magician on TV, you know. Magic is so fabulous. You have to see it with your own eyes, sweetie. You're right. You're so right. However, the circus, it's a dinosaur, a thing of the past. Say fabulous again, motherfucker. Say it one more goddamn time. Nowadays, no one even cares about what goes on there. Huh? What do you mean? That's why I signed the contract. That's why you signed the contract. Thanks to me, the Very Big Circus is fabulously popular. People come out in droves to catch a glimpse of the magic of Max Galactica. I've revived the dinosaur that is the circus. But to me, it was just another magic trick. Isn't it just wonderful, sweetie? Yes? I made all the old crusty circus performances obsolete over the world. I kinda like the circus performances. Why it looks a bit down. Okay, now for the most important part. Why are we here? I should be cleaning shit out of my office. Tell me what happened at the Very Big Circus. Ah, last night, the ringmaster was murdered. The ringmaster? You mean Russell Berry? Someone smashed him over the head, I hear. He was slumped over on the ground. Even though it was the middle of the night, the police presence was fabulous. The police questioned me at length. Questioned you about what? About everything. I was the last one to see the ringmaster before he was murdered. I saw him that night in his room. Oh, Lord, we're gonna be getting a lot of this used out tonight, aren't we? Then why were you arrested? Arrested? Don't make an anthill into a mountain, sweetie. They just wanted to consult with me on matters, that's all. Nick, I don't think Max understands how serious this is. He's right. I think I should shock him back to reality. Before the murder, you met with the ringmaster? Uh-huh. What did you talk about? Things that aren't for your ears. Maya, would you please ask him? What did you talk about with the ringmaster, Max? It was nothing. Small talk, really. We were just having a chat about my salary. Salary? I am the one bringing in all of the crowds to the circus. I think that I should be compensated as such. You agree, don't you? Yes? That's all you talked about? Of course, it was a fabulous chat. Oh, Lord. I love how it almost looks like he's not even wearing pants, though he is. Fabulous! Why does he keep have to saying fabulous? What's the matter, Nick? You look all bent out of shape. Max in chains, no comment. See, it's not that he's in chains, it's just... You know what? Your mind goes wherever you want it to. Anyways, I've been curious about something for a while now. What's that? Why do you keep looking at me with such a sad look on your face, sweetie? But because you've been arrested for murder! Oh, don't be ignorant. They wouldn't arrest someone like me. Well, now my mind went into a bottomless Max in chains. Oh, Lord. Oh my. Why is that? Obviously because I'm the fabulous Maximilian Galactica. So? I'm the very big star of the Very Big Circus. And that means... I'm rich! I'm paid fabulous sums! Which means what? Max? Quit joking around. You've got to be pulling my magic wand. Can we please get out of the detention center without pushing that button anymore? The police aren't really serious about all this, are they? They don't arrest people as a joke. Look at Max. He's crushed. We are very much aware of that. Welcome, Quill Shot. We will be experiencing it together. Well, he needed to wake up and smell the coffee. This is serious business. But welcome to the stream. Make yourself comfy. Yes. I mean, sir, you're a lawyer, right? Yeah, I'm an attorney. That's what the badge is here for. Please, help me! I didn't kill nobody! Didn't kill nobody? I may be more spoiled than a hog in a hamburger mud pit, but a killer! That's insane! I could never! Max? I swear! I just wanted to pay off my daddy's debt. He's back on the farm! Okay. I'll take your case. Really? Really? Thank you much. Y'all sure are nice folks. Max? Yes? What's your real name? It's Billy Bob Jones. Ah! What's the matter, Maya? He's really just a country bumpkin. Oh, Lord. Maya's boner is gone. Ahem. I must apologize for not being my absolutely fabulous self just now, sweetie. Huh? Mr. Attorney. Yes? A few minutes ago, you took one of my cards, didn't you? A fabulous country bumpkin. Now that he mentions it, I did take a card. It was the 10 of hearts, right? What? Howdy. He got it right again, damn it. What can I say? You too. You've stolen some of my most valued possessions. 10 of Maximilian Galactica's hearts. You sure do have a lot of hearts, don't you? Aha! I'm putting my faith in you, sweetie. He didn't just call me sweetie, did he?
No. We'll do it live! Fuck it! Fucking thing sucks!
I see they made Jeffree Star into... This... kinda is Jeffree Star, isn't it? Alright, let's make this an absolutely fabulous case! Come on, Nick! Alright. I need to interrogate this guy, but we got nothing to go on, so maybe we should go check out the scene of the crime. We're here again! Yep, but this time we are here for work. Wishes he knew how to quit him. It hasn't been that long since the crime, so the police are still on scene. Let's find someone who might know something about what happened. Sounds like a plan. I see you're still subscribed to... Does he even stream on Twitch? I haven't been paying attention. Let's see if we can go to the big top, the lodging house. Actually, I think the lodging house is the scene of the crime, so let's go there. He doesn't? What a shame. This seems to be a dorm where all the performers... This seems to be a dorm where all the performers in the circus stay. Really? So that stoogey clown should be here, huh? He's so kooky. Ah. Is this Gumshoe? Ah, it's you two. It's Gumshoe. Oh, Detective Gumshoe. See, the Wii version likes to put the wrong nameplate up sometimes. It's very confusing. I always see you hanging around when I'm working at crime scene, pal. You always seem to be working so hard, Detective. I'd rather not be working hard, but with crime, you don't make your own hours. It's a dumb quirk, yes. Well, I always have to be... If I have to be at the circus anyways, I want to see the lion tamer and the tightrope. However, no matter where I go, the show is always the same. Dead body, stage left. My goodness.
Now you want to get nuts? Come on, let's get nuts.
Nick, he complained. That's a rarity. Let's get back to business now, okay? Alright, Gumshoe, what do you got for me? Do you know who will be the prosecutor in court tomorrow? That's actually kind of depressing, Gumshoe. Of course, it'll be Miss Von Karma. She isn't gonna hit me with her whip again, is she? What do you have to worry about? You only have to see her in court. I think they do gotta make a Gumshoe Investigations game. Though he does tag around, I think, in the Edgeworth one. When she shows up at the precinct, the sound of that whip never ends, pal. Detective Gumshoe, that's enough about Von Karma. What about that guy? What is he up to? That guy? What happened to Edgeworth?
Don't start with him. I don't want to talk about him.
You know, the Edgeworth, that's Nick's rival. What in the world happened when I went back home? Mr. Edgeworth, you haven't heard what happened to him? Nick won't tell me. Well, to be honest, I'm not at liberty to tell you either. Let's just say he's not around anymore. He's not around? Nick, what does he mean Mr. Edgeworth isn't around? We don't speak of Edgeworth. Exactly what he said. He's not around. Edgeworth is gone. Don't say his name again, okay?
Damn it, I don't want to talk about him.
They killed him! They killed him! This is a game for... Actually, this is not a game for children. This contains blood, mild violence, and suggestive themes. Thank you for the 10 biddies there, Error. Nick! You just don't want to talk about it. The ringmaster of the circus was murdered, wasn't he? Yep, last night around 10 p.m. He died outside in the cold. Pretty sad way to go out if you ask me, pal. It was rather cold. Yeah, one on 3DS was M. This is the scene of the crime, pal. The body was found right over there. Right about where you're standing now. Ah! Surprised you, didn't I? I'm not laughing. Excuse me, but do you mind telling us what happened to the victim? He was killed by a blow to the noggin, pal. Yeep. It's pretty clear-cut as far as murders go. It was discovered quickly. But? Yeah, I could have died in the toilet. There's just one thing that doesn't quite fit. Huh, there's always seems to be something that doesn't quite fit. Alright, what doesn't fit, pal? What was this one thing that just didn't quite fit? The thing you mentioned earlier. Footprints, pal, footprints. Footprints? Whose footprints are these? Look at this picture of the crime scene. Ah, you didn't get the line right. What's this? This wooden box under the body? No clue, pal. Some forensics experts took it back and are examining it now. And what is so mysterious about the footprints? Whoa, calm down now. Take a good look at the footprints in this picture. Now, the victim's footprints are on the scene. That's right, pal. Problem is, the killer's footprints aren't there. Bingo. Where'd the killer come from? And where'd the killer run off to? Obviously, there's no way the killer committed this crime while flying. A flying criminal. That's when something just clicked in my head. You guys didn't seriously arrest him because... There's no way! Flying is impossible! I was wondering if someone was gonna make that reference. GG, Arth. That's right, flying is impossible. Absolutely impossible. It's just falling with style. What's with the hollow laugh, pal? I meant nothing by it, pal. Better stated, it means I don't want to talk about it. Maybe I can get some Infovolt Max out of him. Yeah, flying is impossible, but channeling and becoming another human is okay. You're hoping I would keep going with, where'd the killer come from? Where'd the killer go? Where'd the killer come from, Murder-Eyed Joe? Yeah, channeling doesn't break the laws of gravity. Would you be so kind as to tell me a little bit more about my client, other than the fact that he's incredibly fabulous? Looks like Max is the most unpopular guy in a circus tent. You know what they say, a bad attitude follows you everywhere. Oh yeah, Earthfeck, I just noticed you're the stream boss. Congrats. He's a bit arrogant, but he didn't seem that bad. But just because someone has a bad attitude doesn't make them a criminal. It's not just his attitude. I got proof, pal. Huh? He left something at the scene of the crime. One of his magician's trademarks. And a incredibly well-made silk hat. Now it does have very classy decorative elements. Silk hat added to the court record. Max uses a cloak, silk hat, and white roses as his signature symbols. Pretty mundane, aren't they? Who cares if they're mundane? At least they're easy to understand. I must have hit a nerve. You starting to remember more? I apologize. That's what he said. Who said? The eyewitness. Tell us about the eyewitness. Who's the eyewitness? How about any eyewitnesses? Oh, you know I'm not gonna tell you that. That's the prosecution's trump card. We're gonna make it through. I tell you what, I'm gonna play this case so none of you ever have to again. How does that sound? Oh well. Oh, I just remembered. What? I forgot to mention that you two are barred from entering that lodging house. Why is that? Oh, no reason, just something I remember to tell you. It must be because there's an eyewitness inside that lodging house. Let's check it out. Oh, no you don't, pal. I'm going in there and you can't fucking stop me. Gumshoe must be dumb as rocks. Yeah, he's a special boy. This is it? The name tag on the door says Mo on it. I guess he's not here. Wow, it's a real mess in here. I just walked right past him. Yep, my room's probably worse though. Oh well, I give up. We'll have to come back later. All right, so are we thinking Goofy? I'm gonna give you two options for Mo. Goofy or Krusty? Give me your thoughts. You ain't got long to decide. I bet Mo's work partners are named Larry and Curly. The circus stage sure doesn't look this small from out in the audience. Hey, kids! Wow, this is where they all perform, isn't it? Nick, do some somersaults. I'm not doing any fucking somersaults. Why not? You look like you'd be great at it. Why do I look like I'd be great at somersaults? Don't worry about my voice. Huh? Nick? It wasn't me. What are you looking at me for? Oh, Lord. Tiger! He's coming this way. Oh, Lord. Ah! Am I dead? Did I die? Nick, you're too young to die. Nick! Stay! Oh, wait, what was her voice? Stay! Stay! Hey, y'all! Okay, seriously, you guys have got to work on these name tags. Tiger, tiger, tiger. I'm still here. I'm not dead. Yet. Nick, are you okay? Aha, scared you, didn't I? Just missing an arm. Regent is such a cute tiger, isn't he? What's the matter? You two sure are quiet. What's the matter, me? Nick, he almost died there. He wasn't anywhere close to getting hurt, let alone dying. This little tiger hardly ever bites people. And besides, people normally never get to play with a wild tiger, right? So if you think about it, you're actually really lucky. Tony the Tiger must have gave Maya some great... Oh, Lord, yeah. Looks like Marie got work after Chrono Trigger. Huh? You agree, don't you? I guess. I like to call the tiger Whitey. Hey, Sigma. What do you mean you guessed? Why are you agreeing with her? Woohoo! Your costume! Huh? It's cute. I want to try it on. Costume? You mean my clothes? You don't mind letting me try it on, right? I guess not. Really? You're the best! Wow, the tables turned quickly on that one. So much for the tiger thing. Oh, I forgot to introduce myself. I'm Regina Barry, the renowned animal tamer of the Very Big Circus. My name's Maya Fey. I'm a spirit medium. Phoenix Wright, attorney at law. Oh, Lord, you guys. You're the best. When you put us next to an animal tamer, I bet we look really odd. Not your finest effort, Phoenix. Don't quit your day job. Nice to meet ya. Likewise. Would you, care to tell me what happened? Hey, Regina, what do you know about what happened last night? You mean the murder? Uh-huh. My dad was murdered. You're rather chipper about that, aren't you?
Now you want to get nuts? Come on, let's get nuts.
I can't imagine how hard this must be for you. That was insensitive. Really? Was it really that insensitive? That's right! The ringmaster was your... Yep, the ringmaster was my dad. I'm so sorry about what happened to him. Why do you say you're sorry? Huh? Anyways, everyone was here practicing last night. Even your dad? Yes, everyone was here. We finished up around 10 p.m. After that, everyone went off on their own. I was the only one who stayed around here. Why did you do that? I was playing with Regent. Regent, so she was with that beast. The girl just shouts, "Shing, sparkle, sparkle!" That's when the police showed up. When they took me to check things out, Dad was dead. For someone whose father was just murdered, she seems awfully perky. I wish she would tell us more about her dad. We'll have to press on that. That's incredible that you're an animal tamer. If you say so. It has to be really scary. Scary? Why? Huh? Regent isn't scary. He's cute. Ever since Leon died, Regent has been my best friend. Leon? Yes, Leon the Lion. Leon the Lion, Regent and Regina. Interesting name choices. A very brave face she's putting on. Leon? He died? Yes, actually he was killed. My dad killed him. What? Why did he do that? I'm not sure why he did it. It's tough not to get charmed when she looks at you with those innocent eyes. Right, can I show you a couple pictures and have you give me your thoughts on things like this picture of your dad that we have for some reason? After practice was over, Dad went right back to his room. Leon, help! Yeah, I know you and Mel are both making that joke. His room? Yes. That door right over there leads to the ringmaster's room. I don't know why, but he went off to his room in a hurry. I wonder what happened. The ringmaster's room. It's probably a good idea to check it out for myself. How about the defendant? Could you give me something there? It's Max! Hey, where is Max now anyways? You don't know? No. He's been arrested. He was charged with the murder of your father. It's okay. Nick and I will help him. Max isn't the guy, is he? I mean, the criminal? Of course he's not. I'm worried about so many things right now. Like what? Get a rope, Jimmy. This girl's nuts. What's on your mind? Regina, what's the matter? What's on your mind? Here, I'll tell you, Maya, but just you. Well, mumble. What? Really? And then, mumble. Oh my, that's incredible, Regina. Come on, Nick, there's no reason to pout. Don't worry about me, I'm just a fucking attorney. Regina told me that someone professed their love to her. Professed their love? Not only that, it was Maximilian Galactica. I wonder how many people have stolen one of his hearts anyways. And then, on the exact same day, another person professed their love for her as well. What? Who was it? Maya, keep it secrets for all 4 seconds. Someone named Trillo. Trillo? Apparently he's a tenor who sings in the circus. Haven't met him yet. Regina seems to be quite the hit with the men in the circus. She must have some sort of strange power over them. You're not kidding. 2 people in 1 day. Even I want to profess my love for her. Me too. She's so cute. Giggle. All right then. Now let's check out his room. This was the ringmaster's room? Yes, this room belonged to the victim. Which means this must be where Max met the ringmaster last night. Now that you mention it, this is what he said. I wonder what. That's an interesting poster. Let's all love Regina. Ah, it's a poster of Max! I want it! Nick, I want it! I want to get out of here. So what poster of Max? Do you mean, is it this thing? There's a lot of posters here, don't you think? There are indeed. So many posters that they aren't likely to miss one, are they? Maya, we're supposed to be the honest ones around here. But, you didn't even notice that I took one. Ugh. She already swiped one. Heh. You're incorrigible, you know that? Max G promo poster added to the court record. The hell's this thing? This looks important. It's a table for guests. There are some papers scattered on top. Ah, look at this. Max's salary is written on this piece of paper. Yikes! What is it? I didn't know that a magician... His salary is incredible. She looks like she's about ready to pass out from shock. How much is it? How much is it? That much? Incredible, huh? You can say that again. My God, they paid him more than $5. Hello, Lewis Gaming. Welcome. We're playing the best case in the series. Totally. Make yourself comfortable. How you doing? This must be the paper they used to negotiate Max's salary. The ringmaster signed and dated it. What's the matter, Nick? Max definitely got a raise. But this document is dated a week ago. Ringmaster's papers added to the court record. Now let's have a look at this shit. No. I want to look at the court record here. Does it say? It just says in that. It doesn't want to give us the details. Silly thing. I don't know how much money the motherfucker makes. Alright, we gotta keep looking around here. I'll deal with you in a minute. Yes, gosh, I wonder who the prosecutor is tonight as well. Oh, something's new out here. Huh? Hey, Nick, look over there. What's happened so far? Well, there was a guy, there's a magician who's accused of murder, and we're still kind of conducting an investigation here. What? There's someone over there. Excuse me. Hello. Not big on words, this guy. That's actually not Edgy Boy. And yes, yeah. Wow, he sure is a quiet one. Excuse me. Me? Yes. You work at the circus, don't you? No, I'm just the average. I'm just the everyday average Joe. An average Joe just happens to hang out at the circus? I don't think so. Yes, I am. I got nothing to do with what's going on out here. Pee-wee Herman. Oh God, if I did a Pee-wee voice. He's lying. Like any regular person would hang around the circus, dressed like that. Just ignore the giant bow tie. Just ignore it. Suspect the guy looks like he came from an entirely different game. I'm an attorney. My name is Phoenix Wright. I'm a spirit medium. My name is Maya. Well, I just happened to be passing by. I don't suppose you happen to be some kind of carny. Not a carny. I'm a performer. Actually, I'm a ventriloquist. Ventriloquist? I'm Benjamin Woodman. Your last name is Woodman? Wood. Water break. That is Lord. Yes, that's right, but everyone calls me Ben. Thank you for the follow there, Lewis Gaming. Thank you. Ah, yes, that's your alias, right? I believe they call it a stage name. Sir? 7 more. Oh, Lord. Excuse me, Ben? Yes, you mean me? About the murder, I'd like to talk to you about the details, if I may. Really, I'm just a regular, normal guy. This guy's so nervous, he's creeping me out. Nick, cheer up, just try and smile. Ask him all the questions, yes. Would you mind telling us something about Max? Maximilian Galactica. Max? He's not very nice. Did he just say that Max is not very nice? I don't know, let me check the transcript. Yeah, it's exactly what he said. My head hurts. Woody Allen has arrived, yes. You realize this means a bad review from the Times? Yikes, I hope he's okay. It sounds like he just popped a gasket. He could be the murderer, we don't know. Yeah, so you're a ventriloquist? I'm just a regular guy. You already told us that you were a ventriloquist. Oh, yes. Nick, don't yell at him. You can't do that. I can't help it. He's making me nervous. The nervous energy coming off this guy is exhausting. Exactly, Error. Ben, do you mind showing us some of your skills of ventriloquist? Well, right now, God, now he's contagious. Fuck! Okay, he doesn't seem like he wants to talk to us very much right now. Well, we'll come back. I don't suppose the prosecution's witnesses turned up yet. Hello? Kablamo! No. Kablamo! Congratulations, you're the big wiener! The 1 millionth visitor to the room with the most curls, aka me. Earplugs. Must find earplugs. To celebrate this momentous occasion, would you care for an organic grape? Just one? Did you get my joke right there? Yeah, that is the right voice, isn't it? Just slap him across the face, that'll help. I will start giving you more than one. No. If it was funny, it is your duty as a human being to laugh. People who don't laugh are usually last seen in Lansing. Catch my drift? Maya? This is like some Faustian nightmare. Someone get a rope, Jimmy. This guy's nuts.
Now you want to get nuts? Come on, let's get nuts.
Come on, it was funny.
clowns are always funny in my book.
In my book, they're just funny looking.
You sure do have great taste in clothes, girlie. Look at that garb.
Yeah, get the tomatoes.
You look just like Greta Garb. Oh! Ah,
I'm going home. No, Nick, you can't! You know, I can excuse a bad joke or two, but this stooge keeps laughing at his own jokes. That's what I object to.
Okay, I get it, but you have to admit he's kind of funny.
Ugh. No, I do not have to admit that because he isn't. Oh boy.
Could you please tell us more about the Very Big Circus? It's a very big story. You sure you got that kind of time?
You prefer to throw to Doritos. And the hits just keep coming.
The circus has been in business for 20 years. We all performed under the guidance of the ringmaster, Russell Berry.
20 years? Wow!
Working in a circus is never easy, especially nowadays. With movies, TV, and bowling, there's just too much competition.
But I love the circus!
I love it too. That's why I've been here for 20 years. We work hard to keep the show running. No one sends in the clowns on us.
Nick, he just made a joke! Laugh!
The ringmaster was a real big shot in the circus world. A real class act. Even when there was no customers, Russell would use his own money to pay me. Because he knew I had a family to care for. He was happy to take care of his employees.
I say,
how could anyone do that, such a wonderful man?
I could barely stand these puns. He's fishing for humor. He just needs the audience to thaw a bit, otherwise he'll be taking up a new roots for grubba too. Alright, tell me what happened. Mo?
Wiggity, 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 what?
I'm sorry, Mo. Nick was born without a sense of humor.
Don't worry about it. How can you fault someone for being born that way?
Let's talk about the murder.
Let's see. It must have taken place around 10 p.m. last night. After rehearsal was finished, I was tucking out, so I came back here. After I went to bed, that's when I caught a peek of it.
Caught a peek?
The crime.
So this is what Detective Gumshoe was talking about. Mo was the eyewitness to the crime. But tell me first about your boss.
The ringmaster was truly ahead of his time. He would always add new elements to the show.
New elements?
When you've been a performer for a long time, your act starts getting a bit stale. I realize that even my act can get a bit long in the tooth. Sometimes my jokes can be a bit, old-fashioned.
A bit long in the tooth?
But that make-believer takes things too far.
Make-believer?
The magician, the one that thinks he's all high and mighty. He had a gall to say to me, "You're one of those funny types, right?" What is it? What does he mean, one of those? Well, the joke's on him now.
On him?
Yep, he got on everyone's nerves. The day of the murder.
Go ahead.
Nope, no way. Just forget I said anything.
I bet he's still hiding something about Max. No shit, Buckwheat. You say you saw the crime. Do you mind telling me what you saw?
Well, the police told me that I can't share my story with others. Don't say a word. I'm just gonna have to let these lips stay zipped.
That's not fair.
I guess you're right. Maybe I could tell you a few details. But only if you can get old Stiff Lips here to make with the funny.
Stiff Lips? Wait, do you mean me? Nick, you can do it!
What's the matter?
Just getting ready. Okay, do you know why I, Phoenix Wright, am a great lawyer? Because I'm right all the time.
No. We'll do it live! Fuck it! Fucking thing sucks!
At least his expectations are low.
I wouldn't let him quit his day job.
Jeez, cut a guy some slack. At least it was funnier than Chuckles over here. Huh.
It wasn't the greatest joke I've heard, but you did try, so I'll tell you what I saw.
I'm sorry he's incapable of being funny, Mo.
That night, once I tucked myself into bed, I heard this amazing noise. It was incredibly loud. It sounded like a giant thump. Once I heard it, I jumped out of bed. That's when I saw. Without question, without a doubt, it was that magician.
Okay.
That's all I saw, but it just proves how terrible that man actually is.
He knows more about Max than he's letting on. Come on, spill it. Tell me about my client.
If he thinks he can kill the ringmaster, it's only just that he should die too.
Mo!
Sorry, I crossed the line, but he truly is a disgusting human being.
Why do you hate him so much?
Let me tell you this one story. The morning before the murder, something terrible happened. Max clonked Ben right over the head as hard as he could.
Ben? The ventriloquist with the speech impediment?
Yeah, you should go to the cafeteria and investigate for yourselves.
Cafeteria?
Let's just say there's gotta be something interesting there. Ah, yes. The very big circus is very big, isn't it? You should always carry a map with you to get around.
Ah, thank you. This is an atlas.
Oh, I killed myself, really. I'm dying here. Coronary! Coronary!
Now he's just laughing to hear his own voice. Circus map added to the court record. I think we've had enough of him for a little while. Let's go look for this cafeteria. Sadly, they missed the hint to call the paramedics. Yeah, I'll come back to you in a minute. Where's this cafeteria? Yeah, out of my way, sister. Ew, this place is gross. This must be because of last night. They didn't have time to clean up after dinner because of the murder. That reminds me, what was it that Mo said? He said that yesterday morning Max clonked Ben over the head here. He also said that there's gotta be something interesting there. Nick, what's gotta be interesting? Don't ask. Well, I see a broken bottle. What's this? Must be a juice bottle or something. Can we just call it alcohol, please? Please, for the love of God. Ah, watch out, Nick. Broken glass on the floor is dangerous. Juice, exactly. A broken bottle just lying in the middle of the floor. Do you think it means anything? There's gotta be something interesting there. By the way, for anyone who may be new here, the YouTube channel has VODs of all the other cases we've done so far, if you like what you're watching. Speaking of juice, it's time to refill this glass. Yes, good, Edward. Get your juice on. Looks like we're gonna have to go back and meet with him. Him? Our attorney, who do you think? Yeah, self-promo. And I think that's it for the cafeteria at the moment. If anything, we need to go grill our client. Because I'm pretty sure we've got enough to break his little locky-doody-doodle. Alright, to the detention center. Oh, it's my two sweeties. Welcome to the detention center. Did he just call me his sweetie again? What's on today's agenda? What can I help you with? Well, we've gathered quite a few clues. Wonderfully fantabuloso. I mean fabulous. That's why we came to meet with you again. What's wrong? Quit making such a scary face. Okay then, Max, let's make this absolutely fabulous. Bitch, we need to have a talk.
Take that!
Larry, bring the flamethrower. Meeting with Russell. Last night, you met with the ringmaster, correct? To negotiate your salary and such? Exactly. We reached an agreement from about the salary for my 6-month-old contract. That's the truth? The whole truth? So help you God? What do you mean? You just went to his office to negotiate your new salary. I hate lies and hate liars even more. What are you insinuating? Do you have any proof that I did something other than negotiate my fee last night? Yeah, because apparently you negotiated that shit a week ago.
Take that!
That's... It was on the table in the ringmaster's room, you fucking idiot. You weren't lying when you said that you received quite a raise. Is there a problem with being well compensated? Not with the compensation, just with the date. This is dated a week ago. Max? You finished your contract negotiations a week ago. Fabulous. Alright, I'll tell you the truth. That night, the ringmaster called me to his room. He called you. Why did he do that? Sorry, sweetie, that's private. The ringmaster called him. I wonder if there was some sort of problem. Max, perhaps you could share with me what you two spoke about. Well, not if I don't have to. Isn't this why the ringmaster called you into his room last night? Alright, so it's either gonna be Ben or the son of a bitch, I hit the wrong button. Alright, we're not... Hang on here. Doing it wrong, I'm breaking it.
Now you want to get nuts? Come on, let's get nuts.
Wait, that's the wrong... Anyway. We're not done talking. Alright, yeah, blah blah blah. Meeting with Russell, blah blah blah. We negotiated your salary, except you figured that shit out a week ago. Breaking stuff is nut, exactly. Right, so why was he called into the room last night? I'm gonna guess the broken bottle?
Take that!
Isn't this why you were called to the ringmaster's room that night? Well, where did you get that? The cafeteria. But you already knew that, didn't you? Yeah, of course. Take every single combo about such things and hit puree. It fell and broke on the floor. He's still hiding something else. Max? What is it, my sweetie? It didn't fall and break on the floor. You used this bottle to... brain that guy.
Take that!
Ben! You nailed him over the head with this bottle, didn't you? Yeah. And that's why you got called to the ringmaster's room that night. Fabulous! You might as well be a magician. Alright then. Fucking progress here. Zam! Alright, spill it. The truth is, yesterday's morning during breakfast, we had a run-in. You mean you had a fight with Ben the ventriloquist? You could put it that way. Why did you fight with him? Ben seems like such a quiet man. Not that quiet man. Exactly. He is wearing pants, but they're very low rise. Exactly. We fought about my sweetie pie. You mean Regina? That ill-bred creep told my sweetie pie princess that he was in love with her. Would you put up with that? Ill-bred? Are you talking about the same Ben? Told her he was in love with her? Are you sure this is Ben we're talking about? That guy. This Ben. This fucking Ben? All I can say is that he made me mad and I had to tap him on his hard head. That's when the ringmaster called me and I realized that it was my chance. Your chance. That's when I went to his room and I laid it all out on the table. I asked him to let me marry my sweetie pie. What? The ringmaster told me that it sounds good to me. That's why my sweetie pie is my sweetie pie, and no one else's. I see. Since Ben was causing me so much trouble, I realized I had to shut him up. Shut him up? What do you mean by shut him up? You don't know, do you, my sweeties? Unless Ben and Trillo are together, Trillo can't say a word. Trillo? The puppet. The ventriloquist puppet. His real name is Trilloquist. But a puppet doesn't talk. Oh, this is gonna be some conky shit, isn't it? I know, that's why I hid it. Before the police came and took me away, of course. If that puppet started flopping off at the ball saw, I'd be screwed. You hid him? You mean the ventriloquist puppet? You are so smart, sweetie. Where did you hide him? What, sweetie? You aren't thinking of trying to add him to my defense, are you? Well, Ben does seem awfully lonely without his puppet. Fabulous! That should have taught him a lesson. Okay, I hid Trillo in the ringmaster's room. You don't mind going there and getting Trillo for me, do you, my sweetie? No problem, none at all. Thank you, Max. You know I can't stand to see my sweeties in a jam. Then don't go hiding puppets! Alright, let's go to the ringmaster's room and find his fucking puppet. Huh? Ben's not here anymore! Yeah, I wanted to ask him something. It's cold out, he probably's in the tent. Alright, keep moving. To the office. What do you think, Nick? I wonder if we've been making any progress. Don't be so negative. Of course we're making progress. But everyone loved the ringmaster. And there's no sign of footprints on the scene. There's still a lot of mysteries left to be solved. Of course. And now Regina isn't here. I'm not seeing how that's related. I'm just glad the fucking tiger's not here. Oh, god damn it, wrong way. You're going the wrong way. We have to go back. I gotta get a bigger stream deck. Yeah, sometimes the navigation this one gets a little confusing. Not the cafeteria, you schmuck. What's new in here? Oh, hey, Ben! Hello? Hello to you, too. It's awfully cold today, don't you agree? Yeah, I do indeed. Don't you think it's cold, Nick? I don't see how talking about the weather is helping our case. Alright, I'll be with you in a minute. Ringmaster's room. So supposedly the dense motherfucker's in here. It looks the same as always. A great big mess. Considering how messy it is, I bet they wouldn't notice if another poster went missing. Will you just stop it with you poster pilferer? I'm just kidding. You know I already got one of those posters. You mean stole one of those posters. Minushi. Yeah, let's focus on what Max told us. He said that he hid Trillo somewhere in this room. Trillo. Oh, right, the ventriloquist puppet. If I were Max, where would I stuff the ventriloquist? Check the desk. This is strange. Everything else looks nice, but this desk looks old and cheap. There's a really big photo on the desk. It's a picture of Regina and her father, the ringmaster. The what? He really loved her, didn't he? Regina was so lucky to have such a wonderful father. Seriously, where is the damn thing? Cabinet? Nick, look at all the cute trophies! Indeed, just look at all the awards the circus has won. Like
all-county quiz champions. Ringmasters Association Mini Golf Master. Beer Belly Balloon Bounce Champ. Pet Grooming Grand Prix. Wow, the Ringmaster was multi-talented in ways I could have never imagined.
There's something shoved under the bookshelf. This is...
That's Trillo! That's Ben's puppet!
I think you're right. I'll give it back to him later. Trillo Quist handed over to Maya. You have a fake mustache over there.
Why do I have to carry the thing?
See, I didn't practice to this voice, so this is gonna be interesting. Why would there be a different voice, you ask? Oh, those of you who don't know what's about to happen here, you're about to see and hear some shit.
Ah, Ben, this is yours, isn't it?
Yes, that's mine.
Here you go.
Trillo Quist returned to Ben. We have no idea what has just begun here. Nice! Now that's a good cheevo, bro. Alright, Maya. Let's get going.
It's that time, isn't it? See you around, Ben.
Okay.
So, Nick, where are we going next?
Let's see. Maybe we should go talk to the clown with...
Hey! Hey, wait!
Who said that?
Who said that? What are you looking at? I'm right here, you blind wench!
Oh god, that voice is gonna murder me. I can't do conky.
What's your problem anyways? Don't you know how to properly greet someone? Ben, is that you, Ben?
Do they even make bow ties that big in real life? Apparently they do.
No. I would never. It was me, yeah, me, down here.
You're Trillo.
That's Mr. Quist to you, sir. Learn some manners before you just blurt out my name. Now try speaking to me again, but this time with some proper respect.
Not again. Mr. Quist, is that better?
No, look at me when I'm talking to you, 8-bit excuse for an attorney.
Trillo, we talked about insulting people. You promised.
He was mocking me. Being mean to bullies was not included in the deal.
I'm sorry, Trillo.
Nick, what just happened? Trillo still is a puppet, right? A ventriloquist puppet. Hey!
Fuck, I just thought of something for his voice here. Give me a second.
Hey, who do you think you are? Call me a puppet. Ah, it's the guy going down to see what's going on with the Kaiser.
And that's probably about the only voice I can give them that's gonna not allow me to speak tomorrow. Stop hitting yourself. Stop hitting yourself. That happens a lot. Tell me what you know about the murder. He'd be great voiced by Gilbert Gottfried. That voice would be too close to my Krusty.
Ah, you talking to me? I said you talking to me. Don't look at me when you're talking to me.
Trilloquist, you behave, young man. Less damaging than the murder face voice.
Yeah!
I'm confused as to who's saying that line.
Hey, what are you talking about? You mean the one where they off the old man?
Oh yeah, I mean, I don't think he can do that voice that much anymore.
I guess so. No need to make such a fuss about things. That old mutt paid us all peanuts.
Trillo, you can't say things like that. I didn't raise you to be that kind of puppet.
Don't you have nerve pills something to take right now? These two are really an odd couple, aren't they, Nick? Okay, I'll talk. Cram's got you clobbing over the head. Let me lay it all out for you. Hey sucks, the clown sucks. My partner has his hand up my pants.
Oh lord, oh lord.
Your partner, you mean Ben? Yeah, that creepy old guy never finds it himself to leave me alone. Tell him to back off from me, will ya? He's just another one of the dorks around here. Oh, my. But I'll be fair. In this cesspool of humans garbage masquerading as circus performance, I found my Madonna.
Yar. Madonna? Regina, my lovely Regina. She is stunning, right, Ben?
Well, I'm not sure if I would go that far.
Not to excuse him. He does not understand what he speaks. I, on the other hand, am an appreciator of true beauty, hence why I shall marry her. Marry? The ringmaster got knocked up his cheap head by a flying fraud. You mean Max Galactica? Why do you say that?
Trillo, straighten up. Don't accuse people like that.
Straighten up? I made a wood. Besides, you were there. You know what happened. Ben looks like Jimmy Stewart. There's a bit of that going on. Oh, I should have done the... Should I change his voice to this on the fly? You were there? Yeah, this game just completely given up on the nameplates. If you're that interested, I'll let you in on the facts. Nah, I think we're gonna stick with the shitty Woody Allen voice. We'll save the Jimmy Stewart one for somebody else. You're gonna marry Regina? That's right. She doesn't quite understand the joy that awaits here, does she? But she did seem a bit worried about things.
Well,
I don't care. It is my choice, not hers. We're getting hitched.
I know you think that, but
But what? I gave her a special gift. I gave her the wonderful gift of song. You gave her a song? Well, I'm a renowned tenor. You'll be happy to know that I've decided to grace you with one of my songs. Me. I want you to touch me. I want you to kiss me. I want you to... the rest is private. Well, the melody is pretty good. Kill it with fire. This is actually the Wii version, not the DS version that I'm waving in front of you right now. That's probably related. Yeah, Maya and Trillo are gonna have a little bit of carryover with voices here. Play with my ding-a-ling. Those lyrics, I think they need a little work. Who asked you? I'm the artist here.
Thanks. Now that Trillo's here.
Now that Trillo's here, does that mean you can talk normally now? Hey, buttface! Ah! You must be looking forward to tomorrow, aren't you, Mr. Ambulance Chaser? You know, it's time to get rid of that pesky magician once and for all. Trillo? Enough jibba jabba. Let's get to the court already. No, the DS version, I can guarantee you, was not this bad with the nameplates. Hey, wait a second. Nick, what's going on? He's a witness for tomorrow's trial. Well, fuck. He's a witness for the prosecution? What in the world happened with Ben and Trillo? Quite a pair of those two. What the Uh-oh. Oh, God. It's not this guy. Get it away! Ah! Yeah! Ah! Ah! Am I alive? What is it, Nick? That monkey! Ah! My badge! That monkey stole it! What? Well, the monkey's a lawyer now. Mr. Attorney, that face was so cute. You look so completely dumbfounded. Regina! You! That monkey! Hey, no need to get angry, okay? Don't get angry, get bangry. But my attorney's badge! Don't worry, I'll help you out. Okay, if you say so. If I don't get my badge back, how can I flash it? Exactly, if Limp Dick Winston Payne can be a lawyer, so can the monkey. By the way, the monkey's name is Money. Money the monkey. His name is Monkey... Money? Who names these things? The monkey is called Money. Yes. Well, the rich ape just stole my attorney's badge. Mind if I get that back? Monkey Lawyer, next on NBC. I'll see what I can do. Even I have money problems. Eh?
Whenever Money sees something shiny, he takes it back home. Ha, that's pretty funny.
Well, I guess I'll just have to find out where Money disappeared to.
I think that's your best bet. You should probably ask Uncle Mo. He might know. Huh? You don't know? Well, Money isn't exactly someone I'm on friendly terms with. What? He's not really the kind of animal I work with, even if he does need training.
Oh, I stay. Go to Moe's. Yeah, you know what? We're going to Moe's. I guess it is time that I revisit that kooky clown.
Hey!
But tell me about Ben and Trillo. You mind telling us a bit about Ben?
Ben? You mean the guy that is always hanging around with Trillo?
What do you mean hanging around?
Well, he was there when Trillo told me that he was in love with me.
Time to get some bluff beer. Trillo told you he was in love with you?
Yes, he did. Kinda cute, don't you think? He's so smart and he's such a wonderful singer. I love him.
But what about Ben?
What about Ben? He's got nothing to do with me loving Trillo.
Oh, Christ, she thinks the puppet is people. Like sand through the hourglass. Like sand through the hourglass. So are the days of the circus. Congrats, Phoenix. You almost had a funny. Regina, you were proposed to, weren't you?
Proposed to? Nope, that won't be for a while.
Huh? Really? That's strange, isn't it, Nick? Is this a circus or a circus-themed mental hospital? I think it's the former, but you could be forgiven for thinking it's the latter. Yeah, Max and Trilla both said otherwise. They said they asked for her hand in marriage. Ah, but Max only talked to the ringmaster about it. Forgot about that. He asked the ringmaster for her hand, not Regina directly. So I guess Trillo hasn't asked her directly yet.
What? He's gonna propose to me? I'm so confused. How about you, Maya?
Huh? What?
Who do you think I should go for, Max or Trillo?
Wait. You do realize that Trillo is a puppet, right?
I don't care that he's a bit stiff.
Oh, Lord, honey. That guy's more than a bit stiff for you, let me tell you. He gonna get wood. Oh, boy. Yeah, it's just... I'm gonna have to just keep the entire Baker Street chorus on loop at this point. Right, so we gotta get my fucking badge back. So many jokes. Huh, Detective Gumshoe took off already! Yep, just leave him alone for a while, okay, Maya? I'm sure he just got lonely and headed back to the precinct. Alright, Mo, I need your help here. I never thought I'd find myself saying that.
Oh my, if it isn't Mr. Right all the time. But we needed his gun. It's alright to be wrong every now and then again, right?
Say, Nag, it just took a while for the joke to find its audience.
So what can I do for you? Did you remember a good joke you wanted to tell me? Pull up a chair, maybe just pull my finger and let me have it.
We're gonna get the same sound effect either way, aren't we?
How'd you know I put a whoopee cushion on the chair? You really know what it takes to be a clown, don't you?
Yeah, those nameplates are getting out of control over there. So I gotta ask you about the monkey. Well, Regina as well. You can't wait to see this guy and Von Karma in the same room? Oh, Christ. So about Regina.
Regina is such a pure, innocent child.
She's such a cutie, too.
She was born and raised in a circus, you know. But that means she also doesn't really know much about the world outside the big top.
Sounds like Pearly.
For her, every child's dream of the circus is her everyday reality.
She lives in a dream world.
Every day she sees dancing wild animals, men flying in the air, and one very allegedly funny clown. The funny thing is, all that seems normal to her because it is her everyday life.
I guess that explains why she thinks she can marry a ventriloquist puppet.
Now you want to get nuts? Come on, let's get nuts.
Don't ask me if a reality is a good thing or a bad thing, though. A clown sees life simply without complications.
Alright. Have you ever heard of a monkey cult named Money?
Ah, yes, Money.
A new butt design, excellent. I need to get a butt emote. I gotta do that sometime.
Ah, yes, Money.
He stole my attorney's badge.
Well, Money does love shiny objects.
Will do, Mel. Will do.
It makes sense that he'd swipe your badge. But under no circumstances can you chase after him.
Huh? Why's that?
Oh, I know. You don't want to get involved in any monkey business, right?
Exactly! Bravo! Bravo! Enough joking around, though. Money isn't considered a member of Regina's family.
Then who does he belong to?
I'll be happy to take you to where his owner is staying.
You mean right now?
Of course. Shall we go?
Sounds good, Mel. Yeah, let's go. This shit is painful. But I thought you loved bad puns, Rio.
This is it. What's wrong, Mr. Wright?
I can't breathe.
Don't be such a wimp. You only had to climb 2 flights of stairs. Anyways, this is the place. Acro's room.
Acro?
He's an acrobat. It seems like he's not around today.
I just a big pile of junk over in the corner.
I don't think it'd be wrong to assume that Phoenix's stuff is over there, too. Just be careful to make sure you got the right stuff.
Thanks, boss. See you later. Money has been added to the court record. Fuck's sake. Alright, let's go rummaging. Is that a muffler? Why is there a muffler in there? Holy cow! There's a fork and a mirror. Everything's shiny. There's even a really cheap looking knockoff wristwatch. Look at this. It's a genuine Rolex. Look at this. It's a Look at this. It's a trophy and it's really heavy. Nick, I found it. Your badge. It's right here. Phoenix's attorney's badge has been returned. Thanks. You really saved me. Huh? What's the matter? Did you find something? You had a picture from a trail camera of a guy carrying a muffler through the middle of the woods?
Now you want to get nuts? Come on, let's get nuts.
Each their own, I suppose. Yeah, check this out. It's a ring! There's something engraved on it, from T to R. Oh, Lord. Is this what I think it is? Well, I think it's about time we wrap up our investigation. Do you think we'll win in court tomorrow? Who knows? Even I can't imagine what kind of testimony will come out tomorrow. I'm guessing Mo will be a witness in court tomorrow. Mo and maybe the puppet. We're gonna turn this court into a circus. Don't worry, Nick. No matter what, we still got a magician on our side. That's good, because we might need some magic tomorrow. To be continued. I guess I will save the stage data.
In the city of Los Angeles, rising crime rates have resulted in the implementation of the bench trial system. In these trials, many defendants are represented by an ace attorney known as Phoenix Wright. These are his stories.
That is technically new, but, you know, it's technically a new start of the episode, so that's why it's seeing more play. New to this stream. Yeah. That just debuted. I figured you'd get a kick out of that. Good morning, Max. Max doesn't want to talk. Max? Milk. What? Yeah, I'm gonna link the full version of that remix. I'm gonna post it in a couple places and in the VOD as well, because it's a very nice remix and I kind of cut it up for this. If I don't have a glass of milk before I go on stage, I just can't function, sweetie. Is it stage? Don't worry, there won't be a stage. All you have to do is sit down. I guess. Pardon me. Nick? Max is really nervous. That's understandable. Hey, my sweeties. What? You don't think I should fly, do you? I think it looks like... I think maybe you should put some pants on there, pal. Huh? You know, you've got to make a good first impression. When I enter the room, maybe I should fly in and warm up the crowd a little. No. We can't be having you flying around the courtroom. It just wouldn't be right. Imagine if you hit someone. Don't worry, Mac. Just do what Nick says and everything will be okay. Oh, sweetie. What is it this time, Max? Why don't you try flying into the courtroom? I can see it now. The dashing young lawyer flying fabulously in from above. One glimpse of that and everyone in the room will be on your side. Speaking of flies, put some pants on. Max, really, no one needs to fly today. Nick, what's with that look in your eyes? I like the sound of that. Dashing young lawyer flying fabulously. Here we go. And now the case of one. Your Honor, get on with it. Oh, sorry. I just realized the defendant's name is Billy Bob Johns. So... Well, isn't the defendant also known as Maximilian Galactica? Yes, Your Honor. He does often go by that name. You know, my grandchild's a huge fan of his. I think everyone here wouldn't mind if we called the defendant Maximilian Galactica. Sounds more friendly. I wonder if this is to our advantage? Miss Von Karma, your opening statement, if you please. I hope you didn't bother thinking you'd win this one, Mr. Phoenix, right? Huh? That spirit channeling trial was a sham. I refuse to acknowledge its legitimacy. It did not count. Do you hear me? You must still be upset about what happened last time. You have no chance. No chance in hell. Zero, zilch, nada. I'm not losing this case. Why, you ask? Because it is not in the nature of a Von Karma to lose at anything. I guess being born with the name Von Karma is a free pass to be arrogant and annoying. Watch and learn, Mr. Phoenix, right? I'll show you the textbook procedure for proving how absolutely guilty you are. Me? Guilty? What are you talking about? Ow. It will be my ultimate revenge. Her dad is gone, you know. The prosecution is finished. Let's hurry and wrap up this waste of time. She is getting a little bit Irish, isn't she? You may call your first witness, Miss Von Karma. Detective Dick Gumshoe, get up there, now! Sorry to keep you from work, as I'm sure you need every penny you can earn, Detective. Don't mention it, it's no trouble at all. I've been looking forward to this. Very well, I would like you to begin by shedding light on the events in question. At your service, sir. Hey, Mel, welcome to bed. All right, Detective, you may proceed with your testimony. Details of the events. The night of the crime, snow was falling until about 9:40 p.m., making it extremely cold out. All the circus performers gathered at the big top to practice their routines. The practice session broke up around 10 p.m. The murder itself took place in the plaza in front of the lodging house at 10:15 p.m. The victim was found bent over a wooden box, dead as a doornail, dead as disco. The cause of death was blunt force trauma that snapped the vertebrae in his neck.
I see. He was beaten to death.
Here is the autopsy report for the victim.
The court accepts this into evidence.
Autopsy report added to the court record.
Blunt object. Mean like, not that kind of blunt object?
Blunt force trauma to the back of the head. Okay.
Very well. Mr. Wright, you may begin your cross-examination.
Yes, Your Honor. Here we go. I think at this point we just kind of need to pump him for information. Night of crime, snow is falling up until, yeah, sure. Let me ask you about the snow. It was nearly a blizzard up until the time of the crime. Huh? Did it pile up? Yeah, it wasn't such a big deal, maybe about 1.5 inches on the ground. The snow froze in place and stayed on the ground until the next day. Snow, let me see. There's got to be more to this. Blunt object, yes. What's the matter, Nick? I need to take a look at the court record.
Mr. Gumshoe, what were the members of the circus doing the night of the crime?
Why would I already need to look at that? Night of the crime, snow is falling until 9:40 p.m., making it extremely cold out. Let me see the photograph. Well, it must have stopped snowing because there's no snow on top of him, so. And the footprints aren't covered up. I think we all kind of agree on that point. Let's verify that. After the practice was over, where did everyone head off to? Regina was playing with Regent while Mo went back to his room tired from work. Ben, the ventriloquist, went to his front gate, absorbed in his own world. The ringmaster, Max, went off to the ringmaster's room to talk privately.
Talk privately? Huh? That's awfully suspicious. You wouldn't have to know what they were talking about, would you?
It seems they were negotiating Max's salary. Actually, Max was asking for Regina's hand in marriage. Murder itself took place in the... Sure. Yeah, talked. I'd like you to be a bit more specific about the events at 10:15 p.m. Okay, not a problem, pal. We got a witness that told us how the whole thing went. Ow! This is totally meaningless. Time to move on.
Alright, we'll just have to revisit that testimony later. Hey, Detective Gumshoe, would you mind telling us how the victim met his end?
The victim was found bent over a wooden box, dead as a doornail. Take her easy, not the adoring fan. Thank you for stopping by. A wooden box? That's right. The victim must have been carrying a wooden box when he was killed.
Carrying the box, huh?
It was a rather strange wooden box, Your Honor.
What do you mean?
Well, it was much heavier than it looked, not to mention it was locked.
Locked, you say?
Wooden box, added to the court record. This may be my only chance, so I might as well ask some questions. About the wooden box, about the lock, about the contents. How about the contents? Do you mind telling us what was inside that box? Well, when we found a box, it was locked tighter than Fort Knox. So we took it back to the station and cracked it open. All that was inside was this little bottle.
Bottle? What is that, Detective?
Exactly what it looks like, Yana. It's a condiment bottle. What's inside the bottle? It's filled with, pepper.
Pepper? Why in the world was it locked in that big box?
There was only one little bottle in that huge box? I wonder if that has some sort of special meaning. Small seasoning bottle added to the court record. Alright, tell me about the cause of death a little more. According to the autopsy report, the murder weapon was a blunt object, correct? You done your homework, pal. And, you haven't found this murder weapon, have you? The police are searching for it as we speak. My theory is that it is, something the perpetrator ran off with.
You would think so, especially since you didn't find it on the scene.
No, I bet he made it disappear with magic. Oh.
Well, I think we have a good feel for the details of the event now.
I guess that's all we're gonna get out of Gumshoe in this case.
You mean all we're gonna get out of him is that little bottle of pepper?
Now that we have wrapped up with the detective, I'd like to call my next witness.
I'm not even off the stand yet.
Obviously, but that's due to you being slow and unable to take a hint. I dunno, but wrapped up is such a mean sound to it. I'm a sensitive guy.
Thank you very much, Detective Gumshoe. You may step down. Miss Von Karma, call your next witness.
I would like to call Mr. Benjamin Woodman to the stand. She must be talking about Ben the ventriloquist. Oh, Christ. I wonder if Trello will show up on the stand as well. What do you think? Oh, Lord. Please state your name and occupation for the record.
My full name is Ventriloquist. I'm employed as an opera tenor.
Excuse me. The witness called the stand was one, Mr. Benjamin Woodman, ventriloquist.
That road must be cutting off your circulation. I said that I was a singer. Maybe you don't believe me. Fine. I'll grace you with a song. Ahem. Me. The world of the law, exciting and daring, guilt or innocent, decided by a judge dressed up like a woman. Well, what do you think? It had a good rhythm.
It's just the lyrics. They leave something to be desired, so to speak.
Trillo, you know better than to insult the judge. Shut up, just look at your nose. You would think you had the sense to fix it. So ugly I want to punch you in the face with all chance swelling would help. You know that your nose is the reason you'll never be an A-list star.
You're not even close on this one, game. Come on!
Celebrities must really enjoy saying everything that flashes into their minds.
What's going on here? Order! I demand to know who the witness is.
Don't worry about me, sir. I'll let Trillo handle this.
I'm not worried about you one bit. I'm worried about getting tested when we're out.
You won't get anywhere trying to figure out the witness. Now let's proceed. Alright then. Why bother having the judge then?
Once practice was over, I left the town with a stooge. I mean clown. Once we got back to the lodging house, I ditched him and went back over to the plaza. That's when I saw Max heading off towards the scene of the crime. He was the only one heading that way. How could that punk not be the killer? Then the police showed up and took Magic Boy away.
You saw Maximilian Galactica heading towards the scene of the crime? You're sure of that?
Without a doubt, he had on his silk hat, cloak, and the dumb white roses on his chest. How can he mistake someone with that crazy getup and his nose stuck up so high?
That's enough. I think we all get the picture. Just one thing. You said that you ditched the clown?
That's right, dress boy.
Well, since you weren't with him, couldn't that mean that the clown committed the crime?
He's got a point. What a shame. It was a nice theory, but the clown can't be the criminal.
Why's that?
Here's absolute proof.
Silk hat?
This was found at the scene of the crime. It belongs to the defendant.
Ah.
Without question, he was wearing the signature hat during the practice. If the clown was the murderer, there would be no reason for this hat to be at the scene.
Well done, Miss Von Karma. Your prosecutorial skills are unrivaled. Well done.
Thank you for stating the obvious, Mr. Phoenix Wright. What do you have to say? Okay. I guess she's the boss again today. I guess she's in charge of this kangaroo court. Alright. You left the tent with the stooge, you mean clown. I believe that. Once we got to the lodging house, I dished and went over to the plaza. That's when I saw Max heading towards the scene of the crime. Are you sure it was really Max Galactica?
Of course I'm sure. How could you mistake someone wearing such a snobby three-piece getup?
Snobby three-piece getup?
Get the wax out of your ears. Lawyers nowadays, you like talking to a brick wall. Max's three-piece getup. Jeez, could you be any more dense? All together now. Silk hat, cloak, white roses. Thank you. Nick, I think you should put a little bit more effort into preparing your questions.
If anyone headed that way, how could that punk not be the killer? You saw Max and only Max, right, Trillo?
That's right, and that makes him the killer. There was only one person headed that way that night.
That makes quite a bit of sense and makes Max one special character.
There's more to this story than meets the eye. Is there something amiss in this? Something amiss in this? Why, hello, Miss Satan Thunderfuck. Thank you. And thank you for the follow as well. I want to say this was $10 on AliExpress. And if I only get one wear out of it, I'm still playing with house money. No problems. There is no proof it was Max, or Ben only saw Max. Now let's ask. Right, because didn't the Ringmaster and Max go at the same time? That's a bit strange, don't you think?
What's strange?
That you only saw Max. Doesn't it seem like you should have seen someone else as well? It is a nice name.
Where are you going with this, Mr. Wright? Who else do you suppose this witness could have seen?
The victim, bitch.
That's the victim.
That's correct. I think what Mel means to say is she approves of your moniker. If Trillo was at the entrance to the plaza, he should have seen the Ringmaster as well. Ah! Obviously, the Ringmaster arrived at the scene of the crime before the witness. Could have seen him. Anyone with sense could have figured that one out. What are you talking about? A boot? The Ringmaster and Max went together to the Ringmaster's room. Is that according to the defendant? A likely story. If Maximilian Galactica was supposed to be in the Ringmaster's room... Oh, there you go. Why was he just as the witness stated at the scene of the crime? Ah!
I see. It seems that at this stage I have no reason to doubt this witness's testimony. And there are clearly no conclusive contradictions.
He's right. A brilliant judgment, Your Honor. Now let's move along with the testimony. Trillo wouldn't happen to have an ulterior motive for incriminating Max, would he? Well, Max is part of that bitter love triangle with Regina, which is probably why Max conked him over the head. Nick, wasn't Ben the one who got knocked over the head? This entire case already makes your brain want to eat itself. This case is just...
We'll do it live! Fuck it! Fucking thing sucks!
Yeah, I think so. I don't know anymore. Alright. How could that punk not be the killer? And the police showed up and took Magic Boy away. Around what time did the police arrive at the scene?
I suppose that would have been around, hey, what time was it? It was, I would say it's a bit after about, 10:30, I think.
Practice ended at 10 p.m., so you hung around the lodging house the entire time?
I guess that sounds about right.
Wasn't it awfully cold? I can't believe you just stand outside in that weather.
Well, the truth is,
Will you shut up, you big-nosed dope? Why are you telling him anything extra? Why can't you believe just that we'd stand outside in that weather? Well, maybe you were waiting for someone.
What? Who said we were waiting for someone?
Objection!
Mr. Phoenix Wright, we can do without your offhanded theories.
Objection!
But this witness, he's cracking under the pressure already. I'm on to something.
Mr. Wright, who do you suppose witness was waiting for out in the cold that night?
Why, the victim's daughter. Well, if he was waiting outside in the cold, it was for one person. Objection, court. His doll is trying to marry a girl. And one person only. He was waiting for the animal tamer, Regina. Ah! You were waiting outside for Regina to come back to the lodging house. Am I mistaken?
Is this true?
Well, you can't really ask me that question.
Who cares what I was waiting for that night? What's important is what I saw. Don't you forget it.
Well.
Well, yeah, motherfucker just exploded.
The puppet may be a bit stiff, but he's right.
Huh? Alright. There is obviously a reason why this witness was there that night. He spent all that time waiting for Regina to arrive. Moreover, even if someone else would have walked right in front of him, I doubt he would have paid them a second thought. Ah!
That makes perfect sense.
What did you just say? The witness saw the defendant at the scene of the crime. However, he did not see the victim on his way to his eventual demise. If you accept that, then you must accept that there is a high likelihood that he could have missed someone else other than Max heading to the scene. Ow! There is absolutely no proof that the witness was waiting for the animal tamer. I guess you got me. Alright. I'll spill the beans for real this time. It's true, I was waiting for Regina. Pain! Don't volunteer things.
Mr. Quest, tell us the truth this time, and I mean whole truth. Were you or were you not waiting for Regina at the entrance to the lodging house?
I was waiting to propose for her.
You were what? Waiting to propose? I fucking give up on this shit. This is... no.
Now you want to get nuts? Come on, let's get nuts.
Spirit medium channeling bullshit in this courtroom is one thing, but puppets marrying little girls, that shit is not right.
The judge must drink constantly with cases like this. What's the matter? You think that humans have a monopoly on marriage?
That the matter of puppet marriage is not under review in this case.
You're the judge. I mean, look at your horrible outfit. More pain! Thanks to your bumbling, my perfect plan is not so perfect anymore. His life used to be normal before Wright came in. Now we have to waste time getting to the bottom of some silly proposal by a puppet.
Don't be so surprised I was going to propose to Regina. I even had something to give to her. I kept it in my pocket, waiting for the chance to propose and give it to her.
Really? Why do I have it?
Of course, I also had it in my pocket that night. It was a present for her. In the end, I wasn't able to give it to her, so I've still got it in my pocket.
No, you don't. No, you don't. You don't.
You were gonna propose, you, a puppet.
Don't be so obtuse. Just because I'm a puppet doesn't mean I can't love.
I guess you're right. Just because I'm old doesn't mean I couldn't propose to her too.
Yeah, let's go with that.
Exactly.
His honor is looking a little less than honorable right now.
Okay, Mr. Wright, please continue with your examination.
Aw, did you hear that? His sigh seemed a little wistful. Even the judge can't take this shit. You guys can't take it, I can't take it, the judge can't take it. This is fucking nuts.
Now you want to get nuts? Come on, let's get nuts.
Don't be so surprised. You even have something to give to her. What? The characters in this game hate this case. What was it exactly you planned on giving her? You weren't going to show her your little friend by any chance, were you?
You know exactly what I was going to give her, numbskull. The only thing I could find that could match Regina's beauty.
Answer his question. What was it?
You're gonna die when you hear this. It's an You're gonna hear when you die. You're gonna die when you hear this. It's an engagement ring.
An
engagement ring?
Wow, those two nearly fell out of their chairs.
Mr. Phoenix Wright's joke has gone too far. Time for this to end right here. Francisca's whip looks like it's about to lash out at almost anything. One hit from that thing will probably shut someone up for a long time. Pain equals bad or push on anyway. We'll do it live.
We'll do it live. Fuck it. Fucking thing sucks.
Pain is good.
Maybe something of a joke, but this is an historic moment. The first time that a puppet has ever Ow! I advise you to cut this argument short.
I'm gonna have to agree with the defense here. Will the witness please revise their testimony? Specifically about the engagement ring. I'd like to stick to facts, not sociology.
You sure do enjoy sweating the details, especially for a man in a black bathrobe.
Plan on giving an engagement ring to Regina. I'll cut your whip short. An engagement ring.
Uh-huh, it's actually a diamond-shaped stone cut from glass.
You were gonna give her a cubic zirconium?
Even more brilliant than the real thing. I think Regina's gonna love it.
It's just a ring. What's the matter, Nick? Well, there's gotta be something I can catch him on. I kept it in my pocket, waiting for the chance to propose and give it to her. Keep going. I mean, I know how we're gonna catch him, it's just where. Whose pocket was the ring in?
Mine, of course. What a stupid question. You've got to be kidding me. You think Ben could pull that off? I'm sorry. Really. You don't have to apologize for that. He's the one who should be apologizing.
Really? Of course, you had it in your pocket that night. It was a present for her. So you went to the lodging house to give it to her? No, not like that. Who pushed that? Woof. Oh my. Exactly.
That's right. I tried to give it to her during practice so many times I lost count, but
Oh, good Jesus H. Christ Lord. So in this court, anyone can just go ahead and hit anyone without consequence. It's basically the Jerry Springer show at this point. You Stan. Thank you for the 99 biddies, Miss Satan Thunderfuck.
that uppity snob kept getting in the way.
Oh God, is Max shouting from the? Max is shouting from the theater. Uppity snob, he couldn't possibly be talking about me, Maximilian Galactica. Order, will the defendant please shut the fuck up? When I get a hold of him, I'm going to saw his wood block in half, and not with magic. That needs to be a soundbite. Well, they always say that love creates rivalries.
So, what about this present?
The old Jerry Springer theme, yeah, I get what you mean. In the end, I wasn't able to give it to her, so I still got it in my pocket. Really? Could you show it to me? So you are still thinking of trying to give it to Regina?
Of course I am. I spent 3 months' salary on this thing. I'm not gonna give up that easily.
3 months' salary on that thing? I wonder how much he receives for appearing in the circus and getting all the fucking nameplates wrong. Probably way more than he deserves. How about it, Nick? I think it's about time to unwrap this toy's testimony. That's the spirit, Nick. Give him hell. Uh-oh, the judge is that dazed look again. Maybe he should get out more. Yeah, if it's 3 months' salary for glass, it can't be that much. Alright. Oh, good lord. That would be quite unfortunate. Well, yeah, I mean, he shouldn't have done that. That was wrong. Speaking of pulling things out, hey, this ring, why am I holding it?
Objection!
Trillo, do you mind if I show you something?
What is it? What are you talking about?
Why was this happening? Uh-oh, looks like they're gonna double team me now. Do you recognize this ring?
Ah, that's mine. Give it back. Thief.
Didn't you just testify about this very object? I believe you said. In the end, I wasn't able to give it to her, so I've still got it in my pocket. It's not so much the judge getting out more, it's just that he's seen some shit. Yes, he has. Why then do I have it right here? Ah! Motherfucker exploded again, and then put himself back together.
What is going on here?
That's... Ben, say something! Don't put me on the spot like that, Trillo.
I found this in Money's room.
Money's room? You mean a room they put money, like a bank vault?
Yeah, that filthy monkey's gonna get what's coming to him.
Mr. Quest, I would prefer if you avoided slandering innocent fiends in my court.
Well, Your Honor, Money really is a monkey in every sense of the word.
Ah, I see. Well, then,
we got the economics major laughing. Money likes to go after the shiniest things that he can find and gather them up.
Shiny things?
Trillo, when was this ring stolen from you?
Well, I suppose it was, that time, that night, the night of the crime.
What did you just say? Details. I need more details.
Well, it was stolen right after Max showed up in the plaza.
Right about when you saw the defendant walk past, correct?
Well, I guess you might be able to say that,
Hey, not a problem, Miss Satan Thunderfuck. Thank you for stopping by. We'll hopefully see you again sometime. We do this usually Tuesdays, Thursdays, Saturdays. Schedule's down there. Thank you for stopping by and thank you for the biddies.
You might be able to say that. The ring might have, it could have been taken around that time.
Yeah, we'll go with that. Oh, God. Oh, this is a reenactment of the snatching.
Ben, what's with you? Oh, whatever. It has nothing to do with anything, especially not with who committed the murder.
It's not for you to decide what has to do with what. Now, Trillo, back to the topic at hand.
I haven't admitted a thing, nor I, Mr. Chillquist.
What did you do when the ring was taken, Trillo?
You know exactly what I did. I chased after that ring snatching monkey money.
And you weren't able to catch up with him, were you?
It's all this slow loafy fool called Ben's fault. I was fumbling his way through the snow. That dumb monkey was able to get away.
That is indeed an incredible shame.
Well, this does indeed prove one very important point. Prove an important point? What point could that possibly be? That Ben doesn't exercise enough. Obviously, that one Benjamin Woodman is lacking in the area of exercise. This is clear from the testimony that we have just listened to. He was too slow and awkward to catch a monkey fleeing through the snow. This revelation doesn't seem to be registering too well around the courtroom. Maybe you should leave the courtroom drama for video games and rethink that one. Okay. Well, this does indeed prove one very important point. That Ben's testimony is a flaw. There is a huge contradiction in this witness's testimony. Contradiction? The witness just testified to the following effect. Up until the police arrived, he didn't move from the entrance to the plaza. However, the witness just stated that he chased after Money the monkey. When the witness was off chasing Money, there was no one watching the plaza. Monkey business was going on, I tell you.
Mr. Wright, I am in a case involving a thief and monkey, a ventriloquist testifying, and a prosecutor with a whip, and your comment is still the most idiotic thing I've ever heard.
What is the meaning of all this, Mr. Phoenix Wright? Where are you going with this little theory of yours? I'm saying that there is no possible way that this witness saw the plaza the entire time. That's where I'm going with this little theory, which leads me to my next point. it is entirely possible that someone other than the defendant was at the scene. Huh? Huh?
Interesting, Mr.
Well, then tell me this, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Means that in 4 years, Phoenix Wright will marry Francisca Front Karma. Oh, Lord. Oh, Lord. Do you have any proof that something slipped past this vigilant ventriloquist? Well, he obviously didn't see the victim, the ringmaster, arrive on the scene. 3:30 a.m.'s the best time for cheese. However, that doesn't change the fact that he saw the defendant arrive. The witness is lying. He is blinded by his rivalry with Max.
Well, defense's argument does hold water. This witness does have a history of animosity towards the defendant.
What? How dare you? I wouldn't lie just to get that dork face in trouble. He's not even worth it. I saw him. No doubt about it. I saw that worthless liar.
Well, just for clarity's sake, let's flesh out exactly who you saw on that night.
Ha! Told you so many times. You'd think you'd know my story's not changing.
You've already changed your story, stick boy, and I'm sure it'll change some more.
Where there is one lie, there are usually many more behind it.
Exactly, Maya. That's why we have to keep after him.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Witnessing Max.
I'll give you that I was waiting for Regina that night for the... But that doesn't change the fact that I saw Max at the plaza that night. He showed up after I had been waiting there for about 5 minutes. I said good evening to him, but he didn't even acknowledge my presence. I'm absolutely sure it was him. I saw Max blowing Galactica at the scene. There's no way I could mistake someone wearing those 3 ridiculous symbols.
So that means that money didn't show up until after you saw Max?
That's right. Money ran up less than a minute after I saw Max.
Then Money snatched the ring and you went chasing after it.
How long was it until you came back to where you were waiting?
Well, let's see. I'd say about... I suppose 5 minutes, I think.
So the victim could have arrived on the scene in that 5-minute stretch.
Mr. Wright, please proceed with your cross-examination. And keep it brief. I've lost my damn mind already.
Give you that I was waiting for that night for Regina, but that doesn't change the fact that I saw Max at the plaza that night. He showed up after I'd been waiting there for about 5 minutes. Said good evening to him, but he didn't even acknowledge my presence.
Sounds good, Sigma. Thanks for stopping by.
Best of luck with that. So you testified that you said good evening to Max that night.
You must enjoy asking incredibly obvious questions. You say good morning in the morning, and good afternoon during the day, right? And it's obvious that I'd say good night to someone at night. What, Ben? You got something to add? Let me guess. That's not it, Trillo. You say good evening at night? I'm sorry, Trillo.
Mr. Quest, I'd prefer if you kept the ventriloquist act outside of the courtroom.
Impossible. Performer lives and breathes his performances. You should know better.
There's got to be something wrong with this bit of testimony. Ben's half of the comedy act. I hate to say it, but Ben's part of your little act is coming off a bit stale. I'm sure that if a pro was to review your work, he would. Ow! You're not trying to pass yourself off as a professional performer, are you? Don't get so wrapped up in yourself, Mr. Phoenix Wright. You should know better. Ow, 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 that hurts! That should have set him straight. You may proceed with your testimony, witness. We do actually have to go back and do another one on that. Yay, cheese! Hey, Private Eye. Alright, so we need to ask Trillo's evening greeting. Isn't that a bit strange to you?
What do you mean?
Well, if you hate Max so much, why would you bother being nice to him? It strikes me as somewhat strange.
Why would it strike you as strange?
Exactly, how is it strange to be cordial to one of your co-workers? Well, if it was simply just being cordial to a co-worker, I would understand. Ow! That hurt! Maybe you should think of having some proof before your lips start flapping next time.
Proof is everything in this world. You should have learned that back in grade school. A proof is a proof, and when you've got a proof that is proven, the rest of that shtick. No reason that Trillo would ever say something nice to Max. But how do I go about proving that with the evidence? Bluffing is everything in this world, but I'm sure you already learned that one. Guess I can give it a shot.
The witness will resume his testimony.
Absolutely sure it was him. You saw him at the scene. Are we suggesting that maybe we should do this?
Objection!
It would appear so. Trillo, is it not true that you had a fight with Max on the day of the murder? A fight? A fight over Regina, to be exact.
It wasn't that big of a deal. It was just an argument, disagreement at most.
A disagreement usually doesn't end with someone getting clonked over the head. That morning, Ben got clobbered over the head by Max, didn't he?
What? Is that an admission of assault and battery? Ouch!
Before we handle that, we should wrap up the defendant's murder charge first.
The truth is that on the day of the crime, the defendant and witness had a huge fight. He keeps losing his head over that, yes. There's absolutely no way they would have suddenly become cordial that evening. Moreover, just consider the personality of the witness on stand. There is no way a puppet this lewd would just up and say good evening to his rival. Gah!
Are you saying that the witness is lying? Is that he is trying to frame the defendant by claiming to have seen him at the crime scene? I didn't tell a single lie, honestly. I just...
That's enough from you, Mr. Quist. Mr. Wright.
Yes, Your Honor?
Let's clarify this testimony for the court. Could you explain your theory as to about who the witness actually saw that night?
I think he saw a different person. It is my belief that the witness did indeed see someone that night. It was just someone else. That's who he said good evening to. What kind of theory is that? The correct one, obviously. Furthermore, I don't believe the person the witness saw was Max at all. But what? If he had truly met Max that night, there would have been no greeting at all. Which means there is only one proper answer. The person the witness saw that night was not Maximilian Galactica. That is why Trillo made the effort to greet whoever it was he saw that evening. Or good evening, as he put it.
What in the world? You?
Will the defense counsel explain who it was Trillo saw that evening then?
Perhaps the victim walking towards the scene of the crime? Considering the ill temper of this witness, there's only one person he would greet.
It must be Regina. It's Regina, right? She's so cute.
No, Your Honor, it is not Regina. If it was Regina, Trillo would have given her the engagement ring as a present.
Oh, yeah, I suppose you got a point there.
It was Russell Berry, the victim itself, was it not?
You are correct. It was indeed Russell Berry. Oh, Lord. The person you saw that evening was the victim, the ringmaster, Russell Berry. That's why you greeted him, Trillo. Isn't that correct? Answer the question, Mr. Quist. Ah!
Order! How do you respond to this?
Wait a second. Well, at first I thought it was the old man. But once I got a better look at him, it was obviously Maximilian Galactica.
Really, bitch?
I think it is high time that we clear the air about this question. Mr. Quest obviously witnessed a single person in the area of the plaza that evening. The problem is identifying exactly who that person was. Was it Maximilian Galactica, or was it the ringmaster, one Mr. Russell Berry?
The prosecution argues that it was the defendant that the witness saw that night. The witness has clearly stated what he saw with the defendant's 3 symbols.
3 symbols?
Alright, this is getting old. Come on, man, you gotta remember them by now. Here we go again, everyone, all together now. Ow! Yes, we know. The silk hat, cloak, and white roses.
A silk hat and a cloak. Anyone could wear them. They'd even look good on me. Phoenix, let's not say anything we can't take back here. What was that? Well, the witnesses endlessly repeated that he saw Max's 3 symbols. However, how do we know it really was Maximilian Galactica? It could have been someone else dressed up as him. Possibly even Russell Berry. What? Miss Von Karma. Too late now, he has to wear that on day 2. Do you have clear evidence that the person the witness saw was the defendant? Well, If that's the case, then it is impossible for me to make a judgment at this point. Yes, I think we finally won a point in this one. That is very unfortunate. Huh? You're just a little too excited for your own good, Mr. Phoenix, right? It was the Birdman from Quiet Man. Or maybe it was Harvey Birdman. Ha! He'll take the case! We gotta play that game on stream too sometime. What do you mean by that? You merely established one thing from this witness. You established that this witness saw one person in the plaza that night. I applaud you on your effort, but... Who that person was can only be answered by the next witness. Huh? Your Honor, the prosecution will provide, beyond the shadow of a doubt, an answer to that question and evidence that clearly establishes one thing. That there is no one other than Maximilian Galactica responsible for this crime. Very well. Court will take a 10-minute recess. During that time, I request the prosecution prepare the next witness. Court is now in recess. We will take a short recess as well. I will be right back.
Is that on Ross's head?
Oh, fuck! You should have shot him with the flare gun.
So close.
There was a big F-bomb. Guys. This shit ain't over. Survey says... Oh, looking good. Nice! Fucking strike, bud. The controls are horrible, but I get to fly an airplane! Yay! Oh, hi. Whoops, wrong weapon. Oh, this could still be right. Oh dear. Alright. Time to deke him a little bit here. Just stop making fun of my shoes, man. These are the only ones who fit my feet. All I can wear is clown shoes. Stop making fun of me, man. I'll fuck you up. God damn it. I'm a little confused as to why the bot keeps doing the Caden line whenever someone says Caden. Maybe it thinks that's a command. Hey, I'll take it if that's the case. Alright, now then, onward. Let's finish this courtroom for the day. Sweetie, you have to believe me. I didn't go anywhere near that crime scene. I believe there is also a cooldown on that, so that's why you can't just trip it again. So then where were you when the murder took place? We talked about it yesterday, remember? I was in the ringmaster's room. And while you were there, it was the ringmaster who left the room, right? He ate all the cheese. Good. Exactly. He told me to wait in the room because he would be right back.
That's when the ringmaster headed to the scene of the crime and got the nameplates wrong, right?
Jeez. That's what it seems like.
But the ringmaster must have been wearing Max's costume, right?
Oh, sweetie, I just remembered. I went straight to the ringmaster's room still dressed in my stage clothes. But when I got there, I went ahead and took the costume off.
Which means...
It means that the ringmaster could have taken his costume and went out looking like Max. Fabulous! That's a fabulously possible possibility.
Well done, Nick.
However, sweetie, why would the ringmaster want to dress up like me? Isn't that a bit strange? If you think about it, all they found at the crime scene was my silk hat. What about my cloak? Where did that go? Double, Are we about to get a Steel Samurai case clone? Maybe not right now. Maybe later.
Wow, Max, I never thought of that. You should be a detective or something.
Well, I was never quite sure what to be when I grew up. Magician or president? You have no idea how hard it was to make a decision.
That's really cool.
Fabulous. This mystery just keeps getting deeper. Just what I always wanted. A nice deep mystery.
Now that everyone is back, let's get started. The court is now back in session. Miss Von Karma, please proceed with the prosecution's case.
Very well. I will now call my next witness. A pitiful clown with the unfortunate distinction of having seen the entire thing. Will Mr. Lawrence Curls please take the stand?
Why did she just call him a pitiful clown?
The witness will state his name and occupation for the court record.
Doesn't want to talk.
It was counted out before to raise the progress board.
Name and occupation.
Will the witness please inform the court why he is speaking autobiographical gibberish? Oh, I'm sorry. I'm just not used to being in court. I've never been in a courtroom all my life. I wasn't quite sure what joke is best suited for this sort of occasion. What in the world are you talking about? You're in a grand hall of justice, not some comedy club. Since it's easy to see your occupation, please state your name for the court.
Yeah, stop clowning around, witness.
Oh yeah, maybe this joke is okay. Mom, do I have to wear pants? The sign says only no shirt, no shoes, no service.
Whew. Tough crowd.
Okay, how about this? Have you met my proctologist, Dr. Seymour Butts? How was that one, huh? But a couple of clowns are up to no good. Started making...
Your name!
Lawrence Curls, professional funny man, also known as Motor Clown.
You witnessed the scene around 10:15 p.m. the day of the murder, correct?
Yes. Yes it is. Very well, Mr. Curls, will you please testify to what you saw that evening? A rabbi, a priest, and a Rastafarian without the humor. Without the humor, please. Okay.
Aw, poor Mo can't be his normal stoogey self in court.
I know, I'm not the greatest comedian in the world. I haven't even been able to make people laugh for 10 years. No matter what I say, all I get in return is a vacant stare and polite applause. Since no one ever laughs at my jokes, I've taken to laughing at them myself. It's a bad habit, but hey, at least I'm trying. Imagine my predicament. I'm a clown who can't make people laugh. I'm almost useless. But I keep trying. I even tried to come up with jokes just for today.
Nah. Don't go to the previous clowns, get some pretty big shoes to fill.
But this atmosphere is very nerve-wracking. I decided to try to make everyone laugh. Seriously, everyone, what do you think of me? How am I doing?
Aren't we the ones supposed to be asking the questions here? Witness? Huh?
Huh?
We will listen to your call for help after the court proceedings are over. Thus, please stick with the facts of this case.
Really?
Fuck, I keep brain farting and forgetting the exact minutiae of his accent again.
Really? You really hear me out?
Well, I'll make sure that one of my staff will be your straight man later.
Thank you, I can't wait.
Poor Gumshoe. Because he's the one getting stuck with that.
Now that that's settled, shall we begin once again with the testimony? Of course we can. I'll talk for as long as you want.
What a shame the stickers would burn.
The night of the murder, after practice was over, I went straight back to my room. You have no idea how tired I was that night. I was pooped. I thought I'd go straight to sleep, but before I did, I glanced out the window. That's when I saw two silhouettes. They were a bit far away, though. It was the ringmaster, and he was with Max, who was wearing his cloak. I kept watching them, and all of a sudden, Max clunked the ringmaster over the head.
That's very interesting. If this eyewitness account is to be believed, I have enough past judgment right now.
Of course you can. There is no way that this account can be criticized.
However, the witness is a bit, how do you say, off-kilter. Almost like he has some sort of atmosphere of guilt surrounding him.
Ah, that must be because of my insincere smile.
Mr. Wright, please begin the defense's cross-examination.
Oh, Christ. Yes, Your Honor. Nick, you gotta find some kind of contradiction in his testimony. I know that.
Mr. Wright,
Your Honor?
I'm afraid that if you pushed this witness too far, it would bring disaster upon the court. Thus, I sincerely hope you are not going to engage in pointless saber-rattling.
I understand, Your Honor. If you cause this clown to stray from the facts, I'll hold you responsible. Why am I responsible? I'm not the one with the corny jokes. So if we press this guy on facts that don't matter, I'm going to suffer a penalty. Night of the murder, after practice was over, you went straight back to your room. You have no idea how tired you were that night. You were pooped. How tired were you? You were pooped that night.
Yeah, I was very tired, not to mention I had some bad Mexican food.
What?
The double cheese double. Bean enchilada is a dangerous menu item. What happened after that, as they say, happens. Ah. That one was cool, huh? I hear the kids really love toilet humor these days.
That joke was so hip, I don't want to ruin it with a reply.
I've got a good reply, though. That joke was so funny, it just earned you a penalty.
You know the drill, Mel. Before you went to sleep, you glanced out the window. We're always glad to have you, Mel. Thanks for stopping by. You just happened to glance out the window.
You could say that. You could also say I peeked, stared, glimpsed, peeped, eyeballed.
Mr. Curls!
Oh, I guess synonyms aren't allowed either.
What should I do? I wonder if I should press him further on this issue. Keep pressing! Exactly what did you look out your window? Exactly why did you look out your window that night?
Why? Why? Clowns don't need a reason to look out their windows, do they?
That's not what I meant. I meant that, well, when we spoke yesterday.
Once I tucked myself into bed, I heard this amazing noise. It was incredibly loud. It sounded like a giant thump. Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
You forgot? Your Honor, the witness looked out his window upon hearing a loud sound. He did not just simply glance out his window that night.
Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot to mention that thump, didn't I? Owie, owie, ow.
That's not something you just forget to mention. Yeah, what she said. What she said? I believe it would be best if Mo were to revise his testimony.
Very well. Mr. Curls, please revise the testimony.
This should start turning the tables in our favor. You heard a huge noise outside the window, and that's what made you take a look outside. Elaborate. What was the sound like?
Well, I guess it kind of sounded like, I guess you could say...
Mr. Curls, may the court remind you that humor is unnecessary.
Oh, how'd you know I was gonna make a joke? I guess that the sound sounded like, I suppose it sounded like someone getting hit with something very hard. Yep, that's what it sounded like, honestly.
Someone getting hit, huh?
What then? You went to look out the window and you saw... You saw two silhouettes. They were a bit far away, though. Okay. Far away, you say. If you had to say exactly, how far away were they?
Let me think about that for a second. If my room is here, and they looked about yay big, I'd say they're about 30 feet from my window.
Just 30 feet? That's not far at all.
It was snowing that night, and it would cut down on visibility.
Slade, please continue with the testimony regarding the two shadows that you saw.
As the ringmaster who was with Max was wearing his cloak. You'd say you clearly saw this, even though you were, by your own admission, far away?
That's right. I had been thinking about it over and over since that night. But things didn't really make sense until I spoke with the prosecutor, Miss Von Karma. But now I'm 100% certain that it was Max and the ringmaster that I saw that night. Just think about it. How could I be wrong if Max is always wearing his uppity symbols?
Uppity symbols?
Lawyers nowadays, do you even have to go to school anymore to be one? Alright, everyone knows what to do. All together now, stay with Uncle Mo!
See, traditionally, I make the prosecutor flipping out the thumbnail. I honestly think Mo making this face is going to be the thumbnail. Anyway.
See what I mean? It's always like this. The crowd never wants to go along with me. I must really be utterly and completely worthless as a clown. Yowza!
Enough foolishness. Get back on track.
Will the witness please testify as to what he saw, and only what he saw?
Kept watching them, and all of a sudden Max clunked the ringmaster over the head. Really? Because the autopsy says he was only hit once. You say you saw the ringmaster get clunked over the head?
Yes, I did. It's the climax of my story.
He really does enjoy the completely random non sequitur. What would you say the victim was struck with?
You mean weapon? I have no idea. A weapon wasn't found at the murder scene, right?
No. You did say you saw the entire thing, didn't you?
Well, yeah, I suppose I did. Wait, no I didn't. I didn't see a weapon.
Mo! Did you or did you not see the crime of murder committed that night?
Objection!
I will not permit you to harass my witness in this manner. You'd better have an excellent reason for attacking this poor clown. Because if you don't, you know what is waiting for you. A nice penalty. That's a very nice penalty. My goodness. Wasn't that a bit melodramatic? So what will it be then, Mr. Phoenix Wright? Do you have any clear basis to believe that my witness did not see the crime? Of course I do. I've got a great reason to make my claim. And I suppose you will be telling us all that great reason. Of course I will. The reason is the witness's very own testimony.
What is the meaning of that, Mr. Wright?
Mo said that he heard a sound like a thump of someone getting hit.
He did say that.
However, Mo just stated the following under oath.
I kept watching them and all of a sudden Max clonked the ringmaster over the head.
If Mo is to be believed, when he says he looked out the window upon hearing a sound, there is no way he could have seen Max clonk anyone.
1972, a crack colony was sent to prison for a crime they didn't commit. Mr. Curls, how do you respond to Mr. Wright's assessment? They didn't commit. These clowns probably escaped from a maximum security clown car. Mr. Curls, are you reciting the C-Team theme to anger this court? No, I'm just stalling for time while I jog my memory.
Great job, Nick! These types of witnesses always seem to have a selective memory. Just have to peel back the layers of the clown makeup to find the truth.
Well, you're back from your dog?
Well, it pretty much happened the way I said.
Pretty much?
When I looked out my window that night, the ringmaster was already face down in the snow. And the prosecution helped me fill in the gaps in my statement.
Von Karma! Tampering with the witnesses again! You bitch!
So now you are saying that you did not see the defendant clonk the ringmaster?
Yeah. When I looked out my window, the ringmaster had already checked out.
Checked out?
Yep, he was on permanent vacation, as they say.
Mr. Curls!
Your Honor?
You did not witness the actual crime, however you still say you saw the criminal, correct?
Yes, exactly. The ringmaster was slumped over and I saw someone's silhouette next to him.
Very well, then please testify to the silhouette you saw. I expect the truth. And if I even catch a hint of a joke from you, I will put you in a holding cell until you learn court etiquette. Got it?
Got it. Capiche? Or capiche? I was a bit far away, but that shadow could only belong to Max. There's no doubt in it, especially since I saw his uppity symbols. His silk hat, that black cloak, they were all there. His face was silhouetted, but there was no doubt that it was him. His cloak was fluttering in the wind, so I couldn't really see what he was carrying.
Wait a minute.
It does seem as if the defendant was at the scene of the crime.
You took your time realizing that, didn't you? Whatever, there should be enough, right?
It is decisive testimony.
Was Max really at the crime scene that night? He said he wasn't there. We have to keep believing that.
All right, Mr. Wright, commence your cross-examination. Put this clown out of his goddamn misery.
It's a bit far away. There's no doubting it, especially since I saw its uppity symbols, his silk hat, that black coat. See, that's the thing about this guy. Silk hat and black cloak. Actually, you're kind of missing the third part. What about the white roses that everyone kept screaming about?
Objection!
You say you saw all of Max's uppity symbols?
I suppose so, the silk hat and the cloak, right?
Mo? Everyone knows that Maximilian Galacta has 3 uppity symbols.
3 symbols?
Yay, everyone get ready! All together now! Silk hat, cloak, white roses!
What the?
Who cares if he knows that they were there or not? There are 3 or not. He saw what he saw, and he saw the symbols. He just forgot to mention one. Isn't that right, Mo?
Do you like pie? I love pie. 3.1 for...
Silence, fool! You are to respond with the whole truth. No fractions!
Order, order.
Mo, you didn't see the roses, did you? Time to play the fuck you music.
To be honest, there wasn't any roses on the person I saw.
Objection!
The crime scene was dark. It's obvious it was too dark to see that kind of detail.
Objection!
But the witness said he was able to see the silhouette of the criminal's face. Not to mention that the roses are white. There's no way he could have missed them.
Objection!
Since the roses must have fallen off when the defendant assaulted the victim. If that was the case, then the police should have found them near the crime scene.
Mr. Wright, are these white roses truly material to the facts of the case?
Clearly not. He is just toying with the court. Am I now? I got her on the ropes now. Whenever there's a nugget of truth that always seems to peek out at me, then run away. Someone is toying with the court, but it's not me. Your Honor, do you recall Trillo's testimony?
There's no way I could mistake someone wearing those 3 uppity symbols. How can you mistake someone with that crazy getup and his nose stuck up so high? How can you mistake someone wearing such a snobby 3-piece setup? Getup even.
Trillo saw them all. Trillo saw all 3 of Max's symbols. However, this witness claims there were no white roses on the person he saw. There is absolutely no doubt that this is a contradiction. And society dies just a little bit more.
Now, what the fine fuck am I supposed to think? I've really had enough of this case. I'm leaving. I'm sorry. I resign my judgeship. One is supposed to disregard the pointless, but this...
Judge, forget the roses. Think about his other testimony. The witness has stated without a doubt that he saw Maximilian Galactica. Nothing else matters. Let's wrap this case up now. Your Honor, it may be trivial, but there should still be doubt lingering in your mind.
Screw the pension. I'm out. Frankly, I have my doubts about this witness. It seems that, unlike mine, this witness has not grown more mature with age.
I'm not mature?
I've come to a conclusion. I'm 99% certain that this witness saw the defendant. However, my remaining 1% of doubt is quite reasonable, which means that for my peace of mind, I'm going to request a bit more testimony.
What?
If there are no contradictions in his next statement, I'm prepared to issue a ruling.
A ruling? Nick, this is your last chance. Do the thing.
There's no doubt in my mind there were no white roses that night. However, all the other symbols were there. I'm equally sure of that. Especially the silk hat. There was no way I could forget seeing the decorations on it.
This is no laughing matter.
He was wearing it the entire time that he was on the scene.
Was he? Really? He wore it the whole time.
Mr. Wright, you've got one last chance at this.
Just one chance?
I will not allow even the slightest hint of badgering against this witness. If you are going to prove me that there is a contradiction with Mr. Curl's statement, you'd better have at least shred evidence to back up your accusations.
I've only got a single shot at this. I've got to be careful. I understand, Your Honor. One chance is all I will need. Guys, do you know where the contradiction is? He says the guy was wearing the hat the entire time. Don't fuck it up. Don't fuck it up. Especially the silk hat. There's no way I could forget seeing the decorations on it.
He was wearing it the entire time he was on the scene.
Yeah, see, that's the thing. If he was wearing it the entire time, why did we find it at the scene of the crime?
Objection!
This wouldn't happen to be the silk hat you saw that night, would it?
Yep, that's it. That's the hat he was wearing that night.
No question in your mind?
Exactly how would one mistake a thing like that?
I see.
Is there some sort of problem, Mr. Wright?
Miss Von Karma? Where exactly was the silk hat found? Must you always ask these questions? It was found at the crime scene. The crime scene? Does that means... The silk hat fell off at the crime scene. However, the witness clearly testified to the contrary. The witness stated that he was wearing it the entire time he was on the scene.
No, that's not true.
Order! 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 Mr. Curls!
Yes, Your Honor.
What is the meaning of all of this?
He's pissed.
You are old enough to know better than how...
Crashing and burning here.
You are old enough to know better than to behave like this in court.
Hey, that's just not right. That's so harsh.
What's not right here is your eyesight and your memory, among other things.
Judge is pissed.
Why are you being so mean to me? What did I do? Let me guess, you just didn't like my jokes or something, right? You didn't have to go and insult my eyesight and my memory. They're both great.
It took him this long to start yelling?
Seriously, you know, when I get always be younger, you... Ah!
We missed a line there, but who cares? Why he's so serious, son? Patience of a goddamn saint, this judge.
Enough of these childish outbursts, Mr. Curls. Who do you think you are?
I saw him. I swear I saw him. It was Max. Even if he didn't have his roses, he was still wearing his dumb silk hat. I'm telling the truth.
He's turned into a bratty little kid.
It's pitiful, isn't it?
He left the scene wearing that dumb silk hat. He was there.
He left the scene.
What's the matter, Nick?
There's something I've been mulling over for a while now. I've kind of buried it in the back of my head, but now it's kind of becoming a thing. Mo? Can I call you Mo?
What do you want?
You just said that he left the scene. Exactly how did the murderer leave the scene of the crime?
What? He went... What do you mean, how did he leave the scene? You can't ask me that.
Objection!
Mr. Phoenix Wright is badgering the witness, Your Honor.
Objection!
This witness's testimony is so full of holes, Miss Von Karma's protest is useless.
Grr. You've got a point. Let's hear what the witness has to say on this matter. Is that all right with you, little guy?
Don't talk to me like I'm a little baby. Besides, what kind of stupid question is how did he leave the crime scene? The answer's obvious. He just turned around and walked away.
That's what I expected you'd say. You're sure that's how it happened?
I'm not sure I know exactly where you're going with this. Lawyers nowadays sure do love to harp on the smallest things. Do you have any proof to counter his story as to how the criminal left the scene?
Yeah, we only got one set of fucking footprints in this photograph. Where was the killer standing? When did the killer leave? The footprints are there, suggesting snow had stopped falling when the victim showed up. Where are the killer's prints? How did he leave the scene? Did he leave the scene at all? Did something just fall out of the sky and conk him in the head? Good plan. Never ask a question you don't know the answer to. Look at this no. I said look at this picture. The problem is the footprints in the snow.
Footprints? Whose footprints are these?
In this photo, we can clearly see the footprints of the victim. However, where are the criminal's footprints? They aren't there.
Ay, 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 ay.
So, Mo, exactly how did the criminal escape the scene? Your Honor, this witness has already proven that his testimony is completely unreliable. I move to strike all of this witness's testimony from the court record.
I agree. This clown's testimony is as rickety as the clown car he came to court in.
Wait just a second. You guys can't just ignore everything I've said. Fine, I'll tell you the truth this time.
There'll be no more testimony from clowns. You wait a second. I think you said more than enough for today.
That didn't hurt. I'm sick and tired of listening to you anyway. I'll give you the real deal this time, I swear.
I don't know why, but I get the feeling things are gonna get worse before they get better.
Mr. Lawrence Curls,
Yes?
the testimony you provide up until now has been false.
It hasn't been false. I haven't lied. It's just
what?
It's just I was a bit confused on the bit about the criminal leaving the scene. Especially since Von Karma and her whip told me not to talk about what I really saw.
Order! I will have order! Franziska Von Karma, how could you?
I think that judge is gonna kill somebody. Your Honor, if you had heard the truth from the witness, you would have exactly the same opinion as I have.
What opinion is that?
It's not funny.
That's enough out of you. I'm going to listen to what he has to say. Now then, let's hear what the truth about what you say you saw.
You're not gonna believe this, but it's all true, I tell you.
Try not to waste our time with your idiotic drivel. The truth. Now there's the truth. And the truth.
Now it's time for our next segment, Mo Knows. Everything that I've said up until now has been the truth. When I looked out the window, the ringmaster was down and Max was standing above him. He wasn't wearing his white roses, but he was wearing a silk hat. That's when I saw
Guys, tell me you're all sitting down for this, right?
He did what?
This is the truth now. Get ready for it. He flew. He jumped up and flew through the air. He flew right off and disappeared into the darkness. That's why there were no footprints. Flying people don't leave footprints.
I told you it wasn't funny. I'll clean it up. Do you believe me now?
Well, that was, how do you put this into words?
Maximilian Galactica is a world-class magician, but to leave the scene of the crime by flying, there's no way that actually happened.
You're right.
Why is she right? You believe the other witnesses. Why won't you believe me? Especially since it's the best part of the story.
To be honest, this is the first time I've heard of a flying criminal. What do you think about this witness's testimony, Mr. Wright?
This is all a dream, right? Right now, I can't believe any of this. I'm not even sure if this day hasn't been some kind of Kafkaesque dream. Ow! Now, do you think it's still a dream, huh, Mr. Phoenix Wright?
I suppose I will let you all in on my thinking regarding this matter. The criminal disappeared into the sky. I'd love to believe that, but I just can't wrap my head around how that could actually happen.
You imbecile!
You disregard a need for proof. Miss Von Karma's case is sound. However, I've got the feeling that this case is in dire need of more investigation. Thus, I will conclude today's proceedings at this point. It's an undisputed fact that the criminal left no footprints at the scene. Tomorrow, I want us to find out the reason behind this mystery of mysteries. I believe that's enough for today. Court is now in recess. I need a goddamn drink. Please don't make me make this a 3-day case. I want this shit taken care of by lunch tomorrow.
Hey, sweeties, what in the world is going on? That's what I want to know. I said a criminal flew off in the air and disappeared. Max, I can't believe I'm asking you this, but you didn't fly that night, did you? I know you didn't mean to ask me such a fabulously stupid question. I can't fly whenever I please, it's not that easy. But it looks so effortless for you on stage. It's not that simple. I'm not actually flying on stage. I use invisible wires and have them hoist me through the air. Wow, you just told me the secret to your magic. No! I broke the first rule! The cardinal rule! The only rule! I'm sorry, Max. I'm sorry you had to break a magician's creed to keep the magic trick secret. Nick, what do we do now? All we can do now is hope we find the flying criminal in court tomorrow. Great idea! Let's do our best and catch this sucker! He's out of the Magician's Alliance. We demand to be taken seriously. Fire him into the sun!
I'm gonna go back to my private chamber and start drinking whiskey while I question why a flying fuck ever decided to become a judge.
Alright, it's cooldown mode. See, the thing I like is that we can do day 1 investigation trial. The next week we can do day 2 investigation, day 2 trial, and everything will be bon. So then that will be the end of Phoenix Wright festivities for the evening. Now, if you just give me a moment here, we will go ahead and get set up. So it'll take a little bit of time. I just gotta, let's see here. I gotta click on, I've already lost it. So that can go away. This can come up. This guy can come back. Yes, this was very much its own unique madness, and I think I slammed things so much the green screen fell out of position. It's okay. Alright, so, let's hang with the fam, and hope that we don't get any more baseball rhubarbs, because I could really go for not having any more baseball rhubarb. This is Ace Attorney, exactly. Alright. We'll do 1 round tonight. Number of players 1 versus computer, skill level 2. Tonight's contestant, once again, always drawn from the list of subscribers created at the start of every month. Tonight's contestant is... Magna Maduin! You're tonight's contestant on the fam. I'm not gonna wolf your name, I swear. We're just gonna go with Magna. I find there's a less chance of me molfing your name if I cut down the letters. So let's go with that. Alright. Person. 7 letters. Oh shit. Spin. You saw me almost mabugna. Ye of little faith. Yeah, it could be gumshoe. Ass butt. Give me an S. No S's. You're shitting me. Alright, Felicia. What do you got? P. Penises? Nah, that's not a person. Is people a person? People could be person. 800. Police? No. Not politician. Pool. It's not pool boy. That E disproves that. 250. What? Patul? No. Tui! God damn it, Kojima! What the fuck is a Ptolemy? You're making that up, game. Exactly, what the fuck? I'm calling shenanigans on that one. There you go. That's what you get, Felicia, for scoring 1100 on a word that doesn't exist. That's a baseball rhubarb if I ever seen one. 250. An astronomer. Oh. Why would you buy a U this early in the game? Have you gone mad? Alabama on cat. T. I'd like to buy an E. Okay. Spin. Alabama, New York Jets. I'm taking Bama in that game. Well, we're bankrupt. Who cares? All right, Felicia. What do you got? $400. Put it in H? Planning it. No, it's not planning it. Plating it? No, it's not plating it. Playing it by ear. Oh. That thing Evander Holyfield can't do anymore. That was terrible. That was bad. Man. Alright, Peggy, could you just solve this right here? Thank you. That joke was so 1998. Yeah, we gotta do good next round, because that's gonna be it. Otherwise, otherwise Felicia or Peggy are going to the bonus round. Alright, big numbers, big numbers. Oh, I don't like that. I really don't. Are you? This better not. Okay, this ain't Ptolemy again, but Jesus H. Christ. There aren't enough letters for us to score enough to win this. There goes the bonus round. Yeah, just beating the rush. Thank you for the 10 rippies there, Z. You're absolutely right. We ain't. There's no way. Because we'd have to count on them not guessing it, and like, they're gonna guess in like 2 more letters anyway. T. No T. Ain't no T in this. No A's. No N's. They have like 7 Q's in it. No C's. Yeah, I may as well pick a Z. It's not pizzas. Penises wouldn't fit. Fuck it, Z. There are no Z's. I tried. There's an E. Pygmies? It's pygmies. We've had this one. God damn it, game, you're repeating yourself. Okay. Well, sorry, Magna, you're not going to the bonus round, but we can play along with this bullshit. Alright, Felicia's going for the cruise. She better share with the class. Place. So she's gonna go for the same letters we would have, because the computer always goes for the R, S, T, L, N, E. Oh, fuck you! Stratford, actually, I might not have gotten that. Stratford on Avon? You're making that up again, game. Hey, whatever you say, game. I'm not buying it, but whatever. Stratford on Avon. Exactly. Fuck you, Felicia. Or Peggy, or whoever that was. They better share, though. You don't go on a Caribbean cruise and not bring the Pibster, okay? I need more tan. I mean, the light doesn't show up, but I'm very tan right now. But I need more tan, damn it. Alright. We're gonna start to wrap up for the evening, then. My voice isn't completely dead, but I'm just glad the Mo testimony ended when it did, or else I might not be talking tomorrow. Thank you for the 110 rippies there, Error. No, I guess we can't win them all. Crying shame. Alright then, so we're going to wrap up for the evening. Does anyone have any questions, comments, concerns before we adjourn for the evening? That's not the worst case in Ace Attorney. Yeah, it's totally the worst case. I mean, the good news is now you never have to play that case again, because you've been watching it and interacting with it. Man, how did this game even get made? Wow. I swear the next case makes up for it, I swear. I remember that being pretty damn good, so I promise it'll become a little bit less asinine. You'll end up playing it one day? Yeah, I suppose. Well, because then you just go next, thingy, next. You don't even have to pay attention to the minutiae at that point. Alright, let me get the list of gravitas before we sign off here. As usual, I like to kind of rattle off what positive things my community has done for me during the stream in terms of contributions. So Z gave biddies. Arthfact, thank you for biddies. Error, thank you for biddies. Miss Satan Thunderfuck, thank you for biddies. And Error, thank you once again for the compliment of biddies. And right, Thursday night we're doing more Zelda 2. I don't know that we will finish it, but we will probably get pretty darn close. And again, tentatively scheduled for Saturday night, but could get moved around, is, what did I put there again? I'm suddenly drawing a blank here. Oh yes, the original Resident Evil 2. We're finally going to get around to doing that. Since everyone's still kind of got the new Resident Evil 2 in their minds, we're going to go back and play the original. I played it last year, so I can play it again. But we're going to do the N64 version, which has different costumes, different control schemes, very muddled sound. It'll be an interesting tech demo, if nothing else, because, not everyone played that version. Alright, then once again, thank you everyone who gave biddies to the cause, and we'll see you on this, the biannual event, Black Tie Affair, so get dressed up to watch people. Ooh, am I going to have to dress up super zazzy for that stream? Well, we'll see what I can come up with. Thank you very much, everyone who attended, followed, gave biddies, and we will see you next time.
I don't know. Why won't anyone love me? I'm just a fucking clown.
Oh, my throat's going. If you make any more of those voices, I'm going to come out here and choke you to death with your own throat.
Well, I tell you what, I'm gonna...
Now you want to get nuts? Come on, let's get nuts.